I agree with I take the criticism on the when he says that I should have asked for something, because it just is something that would objectively make the video better.
Just talk shit on the internet like every other God-fearing North American, okay? Just to be clear, Destiny has now come out and said that he did not give a fuck about WillyMac. So WillyMac now has no justification for not going hard on Destiny based on that clip, right? It's not a hypothetical hard. It is the standard Destiny is saying is his actual standard in reality. Oh shit! Let's go!
JSTLK, the master of the drama, looks like a double.
We've got an Augie response, okay? Big things happening.
Lying and
Let's get
smearing
into
not
it.
just me, but a couple other people, claiming that we justified his docs. It's pretty much the main claim, is that we justified his docs. He said a lot of nasty things about me, that I have no sympathy for him, that, here, I'm just adjusting my audio. He said I don't have any sympathy for him getting doxxed. He, leaked private conversations.
7,567 has become a channel member.
He's
Willy
gone
Judas
hard
show.
against me. People
Awesome.
are saying, wait, what? Yeah, I guess if you're not on Twitter, you have no context as to what's happening. But, yeah, WillyMacShow is very, very, very upset with me. And he put out this video. It was disguised as, like, a bad empanada video. And to be fair, he does talk a lot about bad empanada. A lot of stuff with kraut and tea and stuff like that. But he spends a lot of time talking about me, talking about my last section that I did on him.
Katniss has become a channel member.
And it's absolutely fucking crazy. So we're gonna go live.
Unhinged.
This is gonna be a bit of a shorter stream, because I'm just mainly just gonna address this, just because I kind of have to. A lot of people are curious on what I had to say about this. I did call into Chud Lozic's show earlier and sort of expressed my sort of freeform thoughts on this whole thing. But we're gonna do a proper live dissection of the whole video. It is pretty, I'm pretty comfortable saying this video is completely malicious. He outright lies about so many people and their arguments, their intentions. I mean, we'll play the video, the full thing. We're not skipping a beat with this video. But Willy is like,
Oh, he's gonna watch the whole thing?
way off the deep end. And I've seen a lot of
shit.
people in this community say that I've
Yes,
gone off the deep
Illinois
end.
has become a channel
What, because I'm
member.
not fine with fucking smearing people? That's what we consider going off the deep end, because I'm not okay with fucking just smearing fucking Queenman and JSTLK as dirty doxers and doing Destiny's fucking dirty work.
Oh shit! Let's go!
You know, celebrating and rebroadcasting his fucking propaganda.
He's willing to name the sexual predator, okay? He's willing to name him!
That he's putting on all of his enemies, saying that everyone that has an issue with him is an evil fucking dirty doxer, while providing no fucking proof for that. Because I have an issue with that, that means that I'm, you know,
JF
a Hassan dick rider.
yes!
I'm gonna mute these notives just because I got a lot to say, and I don't want these things just like irritating the stream.
Hold on. Oh, he won't do that. Wrong. He will mute it because he wants to actually speak. Let
But
him
it's like,
speak.
we're gonna sit here and really act like I'm the irrational one. Because I'm not cool with just fucking smearing. But it's like, we're gonna sit here and
Yeah, Scary Terry says, yeah, being on Queenman's side is crazy.
I really act like I'm the irrational one. Because I'm not cool with just...
No, people are mad because Queenman is massively disingenuous. All these people have to do is hop on the stream. All you gotta do, hop on the stream. All you have to just hop on the stream, bro. Just hop on the fucking stream.
smearing
Get in the
people
cord.
because they piss some of my fucking friends off. Okay? Because that's what I'm starting to notice is going on in this community. People are getting way too fucking comfortable lying. And just telling stories that just aren't true about people that they don't like. Including people that have done cunty things towards them. I understand why Tommy C's mad at these people. I get why Willy's mad at these people. But I'm not cool suddenly with just fucking lying about them. You know, and especially I'm not cool with rebroadcasting Destiny's bullshit narratives that anyone that goes after him is part of Queenman and JSTLK's doxing communities when he has no fucking evidence except for one guy that was caught sharing a dox that was immediately fucking banned as soon as Destiny called.
Just to be clear, that one guy, it doesn't mean anything because that guy was banned as soon as they found out about it. But that one guy was in Chud's Discord technically, okay? I'll just say that one guy that was in Chud's Discord, not indicative of Chud's Discord's character or anything like that, and they banned him when they found out. But literally the one guy they had to try to prove something wasn't even a part of our community.
That guy out. I'm not gonna fucking rebroadcast lies and things that I know aren't fucking true. Okay? I'm just never gonna fucking do that shit. And so, anyone sitting here thinking that I got blown the fuck out, well, I'm curious what your opinion's gonna be once we finish watching this. Because this video is a load of stinking shit. This video is just, I mean, just to be clear, not the whole thing, The parts where he says Bad Empanada is a horrible doxer, that's true. Bad Empanada is a horrible doxer. Bad Empanada doxed Willie Mac and his wife. We don't like that. In fact, I was disgusted, obviously. I mean, do I have to fucking say it? Obviously,
Bad
I was
Empanada
disgusted
bad?
when I was
Doxing
made aware
bad?
that Bad Empanada was doxing
As
Willie
were
and
we
his wife
all.
and trying to make their fucking wedding hell.
We were all disgusted. We all hate that, okay? We all hate that. Nobody wants it. Dude. Oh, and I have every reason to, like, fucking hate Willie, okay? I have every reason to hate this guy. But, like, nobody wants, like, yeah, it's like a whole other person. Somebody wants to spend their life with Willie. I have no idea what he's like, when he's not being a fucking loser on the internet and being incapable of reading, okay? For all I know, that woman is his caretaker. She's the reason that he can get up in the morning and put his fucking clothes on. All right? I don't want anything bad to happen to her.
Okay? Obviously. But here's the thing, right? I'm not gonna fucking go on Twitter or go on my fucking show and say, oh my god, Bad Empanada doxed Willie, guys. This is terrible. Because one, that doesn't need to be said. But two, that just brings more attention to the dox. If I go on the air and I'm sitting here telling everyone, guys, did you see Bad Empanada dox Willie? That's fucking horrible. One, that's a worthless opinion because it should be obvious that I think all doxing is horrible. So it's just a waste of time to even say that. But two, I'm hurting Willie in the process. I'm making people more aware of it so that anyone that's watching my streams that doesn't really give a fuck about me or Willie is like, oh, really? Willie's information is out there? Oh, well, thanks, Augie, for letting me know where exactly I can go to fucking find it. You know? So, it just makes no fucking sense.
Dude, the crazy thing here is gonna be when Augie gets to the part. Okay, Augie's gonna get to the part of this video. The tweets weren't out there yet because Destiny hadn't watched the video. He's gonna get to the part of the video where Willie goes, felt really good to have Destiny come out and defend me, you know? Somebody I criticized comes out and defends me. Felt really good when Destiny spread my docs. And it's like, then you have the clip from Destiny today. I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna fucked up Willie's shit, but I don't give a fuck, I'm doxing all these people. It's like, I'm going after all these people now. Everything's out there. It's like, okay, so you didn't think about Willie at all. Oh, okay, cool.
So
cool?
obviously this video,
Cool?
like the parts that he attacks Bad Empanada on, for the most part, from what I can tell, seems fair to me. Seems fair, it seems accurate, it seems great. Here's the problem though. We're not just calling out Bad Empanada. This is not just a Bad Empanada video. Willie has to include other targets, other people that have been pissing him off for months now. People that have been really really grinding Willie's gears. He's now comfortable with smearing them and throwing them under the Bad Empanada umbrella, acting like they have any part in this, while also showing no evidence that they do. The arguments he makes in this video are fucking laughable. And trust me, okay, he criticized me for not watching the original video that pissed him off. We're gonna watch it. But I think, you know, I can just sit here and just yap or whatever, right? But we might as well just play it. And like I said, I'll play the whole thing, okay? Now, I'm mainly interested in the valid targets section of the video, but I'll play the whole thing. Whatever. Let's do it. Alex in chat says he has to include Destiny's enemies and spread Destiny's narrative. Yeah, exactly. And he's going to get into it, like, why I think he's upset that I suggested that he might be controlled opposition. I'll get into that, too. Because I have a very clear and frankly, an obvious argument to make as to why I said on my last show that either Willie's retarded or he's controlled opposition. I mean, I saw Tommy C covering this today. I didn't watch all of his coverage, but I tuned in a little bit.
Dude, Tommy C covered this shit too?
Tommy C's watching this video.
God
You want to talk
damn.
about confused. Tommy C's watching this video, and he's sitting there, he's like, Augie, if you're going to call him controlled opposition, you have to prove it. And it's like, Tommy, in the context of the argument that I'm making, it's very clear what I'm saying.
I mean, wouldn't you just say for Destiny's first video, he got info for that video from, like, Not So Erudite directly? Isn't that like, already kind of weird? Like, not disclosing that? Like, hey, I went to Destiny's business partner to get this info about Sunday? Isn't that odd? Isn't it odd? Like, wouldn't you want to know, like, were there any other comments? And maybe there weren't. It just feels a little strange to me that he got, like, info from Erudite for that video. Just seems a little off, just to me personally.
We'll get into that. Trust me, we'll get into that. But anyway, let's just start the fucking video. Why not?
Bad Empanada is an doxer and harasser.
All right, sorry. We're gonna normal speed this.
Bad Empanada is a known doxer and harasser. If you go on his Twitter account at any time, you can see him doxing people. He's probably the most famous for being the one who claimed he called CPS on Ethan and Gila. He's constantly encouraged and defended people doing it. He literally opened up a CPS merch line because he thinks it's so funny.
Got a hat. I did CPS. The CPS logo with the two skulls, of course. Two skulls. Not a reference to anything in particular.
He knowingly defames people. In my last video, I pointed out that Bad Empanada constantly claims that Lonerbox's dad was part of
Okay, I'm probably gonna skip through the Bad Empanada bad stuff, okay? We know Bad Empanada bad. Bad Empanada, very bad. Let me see if
against his opponents, he just fucks up every single time. I don't think I've seen a single Hassan clip recently that's impressed me or made me think like, haha, that's a based Hassan moment. You know? So I'll just be clear, because I know a lot of people are random people, right? He has found the perfect tool, the perfect weapon, this stupid fucking war, so that he can sit there and morally justify why he's allowed to just completely fuck shit up and make heinous lies about people and dox people and spread it all around, you know?
Okay,
I mean,
that'll be more about Willy.
He's an attention-seeking troll.
Oh, sorry, no.
One, for example, I can tell you that the YouTuber, Zoomer Historian, a neo-Nazi history YouTuber, is this guy. I can tell you this because it is within journalistic interest to do so, even though he did not release his information himself publicly. Just like how I can tell you that WillyMacShow is William McConville, and he is getting married to Yale. Now, I am not going to give you the full name of the person he's getting married to.
He literally just scrolled down and showed her full name. I reported the video, and he added this little blurb, but it still doesn't cover her name.
She is Israeli, and she was assigned to him by the Israeli government. They've taken down this page, but as you can see, it is freely available on Google. They, for some reason, as the guy who's a public figure, decided to just publicly announce, in public, his wedding.
How is this allowed on YouTube? He does this thing where he constantly tries to justify his reason for doxing me. He's like Ethan doxed Denim when he sued them.
This guy has no right to complain about revealing his real name to be
it's
doxing.
all
because
stupid.
WillyMacShow went on the
really
X3 podcast,
stupid.
which is a podcast that frequently doxes people. In Ethan's recent video talking about his lawsuit against 3 young women, he included unredacted legal filings that he made that include their real names and their real locations.
I feel like
that's just how legal filing.
Unfortunately, I can cut this context out. We've already watched the video. I watched all the criticism.
What Bad Empanada did to him is correct. Bad Empanada doxed him. He caused
We're gonna skip it. Give me 2 seconds here. I'm getting
fucking headache. I can't imagine going through this if I was Willy, and I do genuinely have sympathy for him, obviously, right? Now, when he comes out of nowhere with these like, but my wife's seen the news. She's seen like these 2 Israeli embassy people that got killed. It's like, okay. I mean, I understand the argument. I don't know if you need to say that. That just comes so extra, but okay. I see where he's going with this, and he's right. Sure. This is the clip you're done, buddy. I'm sorry, dude. I just have to be honest, dude. I'm reacting honestly to this shit. I'm not saying he's wrong, okay? I'm not saying that. Come on. Let's be adults here.
Saw 2 low-level staffers at the Israeli embassy get shot and killed. She's worried. So I'm being told by the police that I should go online and see if there's any direct threats. And I see a video made by a guy who hates me, showing all of my information and giving a hypothetical where I'm a valid target.
Okay. Here's the part of the video where we go crazy. So again, we're at 6 minutes 30. Everything I've seen so far has been pretty reasonable, in my opinion, right? It seems fair, it's reasonable, it's correct, it's valid. It's fine for him to go after Bad Empanada. It's actually good and base that he's going after Bad Empanada. Bad Empanada's a bad guy. Bad Empanada is a fucking asshole for what he did to Willy. We're all in agreement here, okay? Here's where we start to get fucking nutty, okay?
So I'm being told by the police that I should go online and see if there's any direct threats. And I see a video made by a guy who hates me, showing all of my information and giving a hypothetical where I'm a valid target because Destiny's a hypocrite.
Stevie said anything involving this Bad Empanada guy or anyone that supports him is justifiable ammo. Anything is justified against Bad Empanada and anyone that supports him. Let's apply those standards. Why are we saying this about Bad Empanada? Well, it appears to be because Bad Empanada doxed WillyMac's wife. So...
Okay. I just wanted to throw it out here, guys. Queeman had a good monologue where he calls out not just Willy, but he calls out Nicholas Diorio as well. I think we will cover that if Augie doesn't get to it. All right? If we don't get to that, we'll cover that as well.
Would Destiny be saying that those who dox people, those who make calls to violence or allusions to violence, should be fair game, and all of their supporters, all the personalities that back them up, all the chatters that back them up?
This is essentially a Destiny snark community. This guy's narrative for the past 6 months is that I'm covering for Destiny despite me making 2 of the most in-depth videos.
Okay, hold on. Before we get into that, let's just watch the full segment here. Because right off the bat, what Willy's implying here is that Queeman is making an argument to sort of justify doing whatever fucked up heinous shit you want to not just Destiny, but all of his supporters. Is that what Queeman said? Is Queeman going on streams making justifications and rationalizations for why...
If you haven't seen this, I tweeted this out as well. I tweeted a different one that was only cropped to Queeman's camera. But like, if you haven't seen this, it's very obvious what Queeman does. Queeman comes in and he goes, the standard Destiny is proposing here, that you can do anything to Bad Empanada now, and his supporters, is laughable because that standard obviously applies to anybody around him. He is literally, through his standard, justifying everything that happens around him. He cannot be upset about it. He is justifying it. And that's crazy. That's not my standard, but that is the standard he proposes, right? And people go, oh, so you're saying it's okay to attack us? No! I'm saying Destiny is saying that. It's not even a hypothetical. Willy, at some point here, says it's a hypothetical, right? It's not a hypothetical, retard. It is the standard Destiny is saying is his actual standard in reality. It's not a hypothetical at all.
They're allowed to be a complete deranged maniac towards Destiny and his supporters, which they believe WillyMac is, right? Willy criticizes me in this video for not watching the full Queeman clip. I didn't know I needed to because I thought the argument he was making was just fucking brain dead obvious. But okay, whatever. Let's watch the full clip. This is posted... well, this is like a different version of the clip. This was weeks ago at this point. Let's watch it. And people in chat are saying, so people in chat right now that think I'm a fucking prick that think I'm an asshole, that think I'm Team Hassan, that think I am pro Willie Mac getting doxxed, are saying in the chat right now, Queenman is literally dog whistling to go fuck with Willie. Okay, that's a big claim. So let's watch Queenman's clip and see if that's actually what's happening.
Destiny actually caused my death, said he would kill me. There's actually moments in the video shows Destiny attempting to dox me as well.
Oh, I've got this.
Oh,
A little fast.
Let's play this at one.
He's got to go a little
one-time
fast.
speed.
Destiny.
Queenman's not even making a hypocrisy argument. Queenman is saying that your standard is insane. He's not saying you're a hypocrite. Destiny is just doxing people, right? He is doing that. It's not a hypocrisy argument even. It's, hey, you have to understand that this has to raise alarm bells for anybody in Destiny's retarded audience. Oh, he's literally justifying people attacking me. That is what Destiny is doing when he says this. Any act against Bad Empanada based on this dox is justified, right? Now, I'm sure Destiny would argue, well, there's way more packed in there, right? That Bad Empanada's done other stuff too. Calls for violence. Basically, here are the arguments against Bad Empanada. He calls for violence. He doxes people, right? Those are like the major things I've seen. Destiny has called for violence against me. Destiny's called for violence against Queenman. He's tried to dox both me and Queenman. Okay, so we got both elements there. Okay, now anything done to Destiny by Destiny standard, not mine, obviously. By Destiny standard, all of his supporters, anybody around him is now a valid target. That is the standard he's putting out in the world, right?
He actually called for my death, said he would kill me. There is actually a moment in this video that shows Destiny attempting to dox me as well. Obviously, I'm not the only.
So Destiny said he wants to kill Queenman, he wants to dox Queenman, he wants to do all this horrible shit to Queenman. Kind of sounds like Bad Empanada stuff. I don't know if Willie has any comments about that. But, okay, let's keep watching.
The only person this has happened to. Now, something a little interesting I saw. Someone tweet out. A fellow by the name of Little Steve tweeted something very interesting out.
Oh, what did Stevie tweet?
Little Steve.
What did he tweet? What is he doing?
What
is he talking about?
Stevie said, anything involving this Bad Empanada guy or anyone that supports him is justifiable ammo. Anything is justified against Bad Empanada and anyone that supports him. Well, let's apply those standards. Why are we saying this about Bad Empanada? Well, it appears to be because Bad Empanada doxed WillyMac's wife. So,
yes?
Would Destiny be saying that those who dox people, those who make calls to violence or allusions to violence, should be fair game, and all of their supporters, okay? All the personalities that back them up, all the chatters that back them up, everything. Adjust everything against these people. Anything is justifiable. That seems to be the standard to me, is that anything is justifiable.
Anonymous! Hello, Anonymous, thank you for the gifted sub. Super appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, thank you.
Destiny and the people who support him. No? Is that not the standard? That's what he's laying out for me here. Now, I have principles. I have principles. I don't think it's no bad tactics, only bad targets. That's not me. But
okay. So Queenman's making a very simple argument, right? Which is that Destiny engages in the same bad behavior that Bad Empanada does. Now, let's be clear. I think Bad Empanada is much, much, much worse and more evil than Destiny. Okay, let me just be clear here. But a lot of the things Bad Empanada does on a regular basis.
A funny thing to ask here for Augie, not that I want to criticize Augie, would just be, I would just want to ask Augie, hey, like, based on what? Based on what? Like, by the way, I think because of the things I'm aware of that that's true, but I don't think I can make that claim in like this current world. I don't know if I can make that claim because I'm aware of everything bad Destiny's done. I'm not aware of the bad stuff Bad Empanada's done. And I'm a little more sensitive given the accusations Destiny and his community and people around him throw around. I'm a little more aware of how, without knowledge, saying that I think this happened just based on hearsay, probably not a good idea.
This is behavior that Destiny is starting to do, especially a lot more frequently.
I will say, amplifying the wedding tweet, that's crazy.
Right now.
But do we think Destiny would or wouldn't do that? I don't know, man.
Right? So when Destiny makes moralizing statements like anything involving this Bad Empanada guy or anyone that supports him is justifiable, What Queeman is saying,
I missed that
you could
Hassan
say
is
the
bad
same thing
earlier.
about him because he engages in the same shit, right? But then he follows it up with saying, but that's not my standard. That's the standard that Destiny is applying.
Yes.
That's not my standard, but you could say that about him. Very fucking simple argument to follow. Let's keep watching the clip because
Dude, there are some people who just struggle with this so badly on Twitter. I tweeted my own version of this clip, and there are some people who are like, but he said it's okay to attack WillyMacShow because he liked Destiny. It's like, no, he didn't. He didn't say that was okay. No.
something happens.
Targets. That's not me. But Destiny is very clearly laying out that those are the standards that he believes in. Those are the standards he wishes to be enforced. Is if you're a doxer, if you call for violence, anything is justifiable against your new supporters.
Order taken.
So somebody donates, one of Queeman's fans donates and says,
Fucking Max!
got it, order taken. They're either making a joke or they're saying, oh, haha, I understand the dog whistle, blah, blah, blah. And then Queeman responds.
Okay, that's not what I'm saying, Max, actually. I just explicitly said otherwise, actually, Max.
He says, none.
That's Max Striker. Max likes to donate things, like edgy things like that, just to catch people off guard, okay? That's something he does very regularly, does it all the time. We all know Max. Max comes here sometimes, says edgy things. Max comes here and says, hey, do you want to talk about, like, apartheid South Africa or something? I don't know. He says, like, I can tell he's trying to bait me into having a race-based conversation, and I'm like, nah, I don't know about that. I don't really know much about it, you know?
No.
That's just how Max is.
That's not what I'm saying, just to be clear here, right? However...
No, Max doesn't need to die. Max is fine. Max just likes to meme.
He's making the mortal sin here of grinning and laughing. He's making the mortal sin of grinning and laughing, which
It's disgusting.
WillyMacShow
It's just
is
actually
going to
disgusting.
take as evidence that this whole entire video
How
clip is a
dare
dog
you?
whistle. Because Queeman grinned and laughed at somebody saying something fucked up, that means that Queeman is signaling to his chat, ha ha ha, you guys get it, right? And that's the argument that we're making, and that's the argument that really this whole section of Willy's video rides off of. That's the argument that we're going off of here, is that this video is a dog whistle.
So, as we always say, guys, with dog whistles, what do you need to do when you hear a dog whistle? The answer is ask a question or look at prior behavior, right? For an indication. Where is the prior behavior of Queeman trying to dox anybody? Trying to violate people's privacy even, right? Like, where is the prior behavior of him trying to dox? Where is the prior behavior of him, trying to dox? Or, sorry, where, ask him a question. Fuck, that's it. Ask a question, prior behavior. So there is no prior behavior, and you haven't asked him a question. Or even, nobody's asked him the question, but Queeman has outright stated, I did not mean to do this. I didn't realize the video was playing. I didn't realize how much information was shown. I thought it was censored. As soon as I was made aware, I removed it, right? So on the ask part, you fail, and on the prior behavior part, you fail. Making this allegation, given he denies it, and he's taken steps to try to prevent your dogs from going any further, and on the fact that there's no prior behavior. Shit, that's the one. There's no prior behavior. Sorry, I didn't write any of this out, so I usually write stuff out when I want to make any arguments like this. I haven't written it down at all. So because of that, you can't really say anything. There's one other thing too. I'll think of it later. We'll just keep going for now.
And a tacit endorsement.
Focus up. I am focused up. I'm just sorry.
Of doing
reading comments
up
and shit,
shit
too. It's my
to
bad.
Destiny and all of
I'll
Destiny's
get more
supporters, which includes Willy. That is the good faith interpretation of Willy's argument. Well, I'm sorry, dude, but I think that that's fucking paranoid, schizophrenic bullshit. And I just cannot,
obviously,
for the life of me, watch this fucking clip and sit here and act like that's a good fucking argument. Okay.
I just want to make it clear that not so erudite, Destiny, anybody in Destiny's community, who else? And WillyMac, all of these people are intentionally protecting doxers to make this claim. They are saying they don't have proof, or they have proof and they're hiding it. So either they're maliciously lying, right, knowing they have no proof, they're fabricating this entirely, or they are protecting doxers intentionally to make this allegation, right? Because what we would do if they told us, hey, here's somebody who is in your community and they like dox people, is we would just ban that person, right? So one of two possibilities: fabricated whole cloth, or they're somehow aware of a connection to some schizo on an anonymous forum in our community, and they refuse to tell us about it so they can continue to make this claim. Why? And I assume that they'd say, well, we're not fabricating it whole cloth, so why then are they protecting these people? That's the only other option. You're hiding the evidence you have so as to not like warn us, or so you can keep trying to maliciously smear us. You're either fabricating whole cloth or you're acting maliciously anyway. There's no good option. There's no good faith option here outside of psychosis.
Okay, if somebody comes into my chat, let's say somebody comes into my chat right now and is like, I'm going to blow up Willie Mac with a bomb or something, right? And I read that message and I'm like, haha, that's crazy. Because I laugh, that means that I'm saying, yeah, that would be funny, right? That would be great, actually. It wouldn't even be funny. It would be great if that happened, right? If you laugh at something fucked up, that means you support it, under WillyMacShow's argument. If you laugh, you support. Fuck that shit, dude.
There are too many funny racists in the world for this to be the standard, guys. I'm sorry. As long as Nick Fuentes exists, this can't be the standard. I'm sorry. That guy's funny. I'm probably gonna laugh at some shit. I cannot be said to support him, okay? Just because I laugh. That's fucking nuts.
Dude, come on now. Really? Look, the chat's fucking insane, obviously, right? What are you supposed to do? If somebody says something that you don't agree with, are you supposed to sit there and have like a fucking stern discussion with them? If somebody in chat says something, right? Am I supposed to sit there and stop the fucking flow of the whole stream and just be like, hey, you said order taken? No. Fuck you. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm gonna stop the stream right now and reprimand you. This is not an order to go after WillyMacShow. How fucking dare you? You're supposed to go into this whole autistic...
Wait. So he's mocking the idea that he would denounce going after WillyMacShow? Does that mean that he's actually telling us to go after the WillyMacShow?
Rant?
The WillyMacShow, WillyMacShow.
Just fucking laugh and say, no, that's not what we're doing here. And that's what Queeman did. And look, maybe you can sit there and think in your own mind that Queeman is making a fucking dog whistle. I think that that's fucking crazy. But sure,
that
you
is
can
think
crazy.
That
if that's what you really want to fucking if that's how you honestly perceive this fucking clip, whatever, dude. But you're making a video saying not what you think is going on here, not what you speculate or what could be happening. You're saying this is fact, which is that
he did actually. But you know what? I don't even like giving that away. Off Topic Xena's band sucks. I don't even like giving that away. Okay, that idea when you go, okay, guys, listen, he claimed it as fact. If he had just gone, I suspect this is happening, that would have been just like 99% as fucked, right? That would have been 99% as fucked. It's not quite 100%, but you can't just go, well, I'm pretty sure this guy's trying to dox me. I'm pretty sure one of his community members doxed me and still not give away any information. That's fucking crazy.
Queeman is dog whistling support for your
or even
dogs.
For the dog whistling point. Sure.
And that Queeman is dog whistling and saying, you know, without saying...
We'll cover some of the Xena stuff a little bit later tonight, guys. Right now, we're doing commentary Civil War content, okay? We'll get to the Xena stuff later. We'll get to some of the Kick scavenger hunt stuff later. We're on to commentary Civil War shit right now.
You know...
Focus up!
The real honest part of what he wants to happen. He's kind of implying to his audience, this is what's allowed now. Destiny said this. We can do this now. That's WillyMacShow's argument. And if you think that's a strong argument, you're a retard. You're a fucking retard. I'll play it back just so that we get that clear, okay? Look, I'm sorry. I'm going to play the clip again. Tell me if you honestly believe that this is Queeman dog whistling support.
I feel like he has to do this for the retarded people in his audience, right? I'm probably going to skip through his second viewing of this, or I'll speed it up a little bit.
For doing whatever heinous shit
we'll speed it up.
You want to do to Destiny and his supporters.
Destiny actually called for my death, said he would kill me. There was actually a moment in this video that shows Destiny attempting to dox me as well. Obviously, I'm not the only.
Oh, I think this cuts out the 2 points, right? Does it? So, oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't. Never mind. No, we're good.
Now, Something a little interesting I saw someone tweet out.
Absolutely true, man who blanks a lot. Yes, thank God. Thank God Augie has a spine. Thank God, because holy shit, it feels feels terrible for people to go like, I'm pretty sure these guys are just being lied about. I'm pretty sure these guys are like totally being lied about, but I don't like them. I don't like them. So actually them getting doxxed, them getting death threats, that's totally cool actually. That's actually really awesome. When Destiny said he wanted these guys killed, yeah, that was based. That was based. Okay, none of that. I don't like them. They're mean to
very
me.
interesting out. Little Steve, Massa Stevie, said anything involving this bad empanada guy or anyone that supports him is justifiable ammo. Anything is justified.
No, we didn't
against
cover it
bad
yet,
empanada
Captain O. We will get to it.
anyone that supports him. Well, let's apply those standards. Why are we saying this about bad empanada? Well, it appears to be because bad empanada doxed WillyMac's wife.
Shake your cup.
Would Destiny be saying that those who dox people, those who
Call for
make
violence.
calls to violence or allusions to violence,
Yes.
should be fair game, and all of their supporters, okay, all the personalities that back them up, all the chatters that back them up, everything, adjust everything against these people. Anything is justifiable. That seems to be the standard to me, is that anything is justifiable against Destiny and the people who support him. No? Is that not the standard? That's what he's laying out for me here. Now, I have principles. I don't think it's no bad tactics, no bad targets. That's not me. But Destiny is very clearly laying out that those are...
I can't tell if Augie is just doing this to drive Nick DeOrio insane. We all know Nick DeOrio gets all his takes from Augie, but this will crush him. No, I don't think Nick gets his takes from Augie. I think Nick gets his takes from himself. Augie would never have supported Jewish people for this long. Okay, I'm just joking. Augie doesn't hate Jewish people at all. Augie didn't totally tweet a swastika 5 minutes ago, okay? Augie supports Jews, except for Ethan Klein, okay? Except for Ethan Klein, Augie supports Jewish people. Sorry, I really can't, I really can't throw the first stone on this one, because I just straight up retweeted it, okay? That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny, all right? That's pretty funny if you get it. It's a swastika sword! It's a swastika sword!
The standards that he believes in, those are the standards he wishes to be enforced. Is if you're a doxer, if you call for violence, anything is justifiable against your supporters.
Order taken.
Okay, that's not what I'm saying, Max. Actually, I just explicitly said otherwise, actually, Max. But Destiny is clearly laying it out for you. Destiny is clearly laying it out. He is saying, this type of behavior isn't okay. Anything is justifiable. That's what I'm saying now.
Okay. That's the clip. That's the fucking clip. And to me, I walk away from that thinking, A, Destiny's guilty of a lot of the same shit Bad Empanada is guilty of, clearly. I mean, do you guys want to know what Destiny's saying today, as of right now, in his fucking chat? I think I tweeted it.
What did he say? He did say this. Dude, Augie's gonna do all of the content I had for later today. Fuck!
That's February of this year. This is what
That's
Destiny's
based.
saying right now in his chat. I am just hard.
There's some dude in here who's like, oh, JSTLK's reacting to somebody who's like talking shit about Destiny. Yeah, I was just gonna cover this myself, but it turns out most people think this is bad. I'm just hardcore doxing anyone I can find information on now. So now their doxes are getting posted. Uh-huh. Okay. By the way, everybody who argues this, I just want to point out, there are a bunch of people who are like, actually, this form of doxing is totally okay, right? Okay, just post your ID then. Go to your Twitter, post your ID. If that's fine, if it's all fine, it's all good, we should all have our identities revealed on the internet. If you have a Twitter account, go and post your ID right now, okay? Or you're a pussy.
Hardcore doxing anyone I can find information on now. So now their doxes are getting posted. That's what Destiny's saying right fucking now in his chat. And you know what else Destiny's saying? Destiny's saying that he doesn't give a fuck about WillyMacShow's information being spread.
Because you can't be as open about it because now you're also publicizing the docs, you know? But I'm sorry, Willy. I don't know if this fucked Willy or not. Oh, I guess maybe he sounds like he doesn't fuck him too. But now I don't care. Now I just like, fuck it. If you're docs, you're docs. I'm not gonna let that slow me down. And outing these fucking weirdos.
I'm not gonna let that slow me down and outing these weirdos. Sorry, Willy. Sorry, Willy.
Dude, he hasn't even gotten to the part of the video yet where Willy starts sucking Destiny off for defending him, right? Willy's like, no, Destiny totally defended me, guys. He totally defended me. It kind of felt good when Destiny defended me by spraying my docs, actually. Cause he was defending me. And Destiny goes on his stream, he's like, ha! I didn't think about that born of incest, motherfucker, whatsoever. I didn't think about that guy with fetal alcohol syndrome even a little bit. I just went hard. I don't know why he had to point out that Willy is the product of incest. I don't know why he had to point out that Willy, in fact, has fetal alcohol syndrome. Seems kind of fucked up to me personally, but he went off. He said those things. Destiny said those things in real life. And Willy's totally raped now. Willy's totally raped. He's got his whole reason for differentiating between him trying to amplify Doc's information about other people by replying to those tweets, right, was offset by, oh, well, Destiny was trying to help me. Destiny just said he wasn't trying to help you. He didn't give a fuck about you.
If your shit's getting posted out there, if I'm signal...
Wait, what? Hold on, expand on that. Hold on the incest thing. I kind of flubbed the joke at the beginning. When did he say he had fetal alcohol syndrome? He is Irish. All Irish people have fetal alcohol syndrome. It's just it's just like, we literally can't tell them apart from the normal population. They're Irish.
Boosting your information, which is exactly what he did. We'll get into that later on in the video. Sorry, Willy. Doesn't matter to Destiny. He doesn't give a fuck about you. Guess
Apologies to any Irish people in the audience.
What,
I'll
Willy?
make it up to you at some point.
You sit there and say in your video that Destiny is like, he did you a favor by standing up against your docs. No, you fucking moron. He's using your fucking information as a convenient tool against his enemies.
By the way, we all pointed this out, that was obviously what was happening, right? We all pointed it out, that, Willy, Destiny does not care about you. I pointed it out with other evidence, right? Like, obviously, if you want to point out that Destiny doesn't care about these people getting doxxed, you can just look at his words, right? When Hutch and Josiah get doxxed in the thread, hey, Destiny, maybe you should send it to them so they can see what people are doing. Send it to who? Josiah and Hutch and stuff. Oh, meh. They can figure it out themselves. No, I don't really care that they're doxxed. They can just figure it out themselves. Fuck those people. That when I was shown to be a sexual predator, they walked away from me. They can figure their own dox stuff out, okay? Fuck those guys. Good one. Very human reaction, very normal person reaction, very warm-blooded reaction, not at all a cold-blooded lizard person. Not even a little bit. But guys, he cared about Willy. He really cared about Willy, though. My God, this guy is retarded.
Called him out earlier this year for spreading some chick's news without her fucking consent. He's using you. He's using you, and he's using your fucking private information that you obviously care about. He's using that shit conveniently for him. Moron, figure it out. Catch up. What are we doing here? This is why I say you're either fucking stupid or you're controlled opposition. Because when fucking Destiny does all the heinous shit that you fucking claim to care about and call out, you've got, it's silence. Complete fucking silence. He's using you. He's a fucking sociopathic piece of shit.
I feel like Willy should have just kept you and Queement out and just talked privately. You and Queement didn't really do anything, and he was obviously upset, but he took the worst route. Wait, does that imply this person thinks I'm fine? I didn't do any of this shit either.
Shit.
The fuck?
And apparently, I'm fucking... Destiny broke your brain. That's Destiny's new cope, too. His new propaganda talking point is that Destiny mind rape.
I don't get this proxy writing for Destiny when Willy literally points out he has no issue criticizing the man on anything. He has 2 videos on the guy, FFS. Why isn't he criticizing the guy for doxing people? Apparently doxing's really bad. So much so that he had to call me out for retweeting dickers. Okay? But when Destiny's just out here, Willy's still posting in Destiny's community. Guys, doxing's kind of weird. Should I call out Destiny for doing it? No. Guys, you DGG chatters, when you dox, it's kind of weird. It's just a little weird.
The whole community if they call him out. Yeah, good one. But apparently
we don't take this
propaganda
tactic
like that
seriously.
Works on people like Willy. Get it together, Willy. Figure it out. You're being used. But let's continue.
So, just to be clear, Destiny has now come out and said that he did not give a fuck about WillyMac. So WillyMac now has no justification for not going hard on Destiny based on that clip, right? Like, he actually has to call Destiny out and say he's a total piece of shit. WillyMac said, well, Destiny was defending me. That's why he called out that shit, right? No. He was just using Willy getting doxxed as a way to attack Bad Empanada and say somebody should kill this guy. That's all he wanted to do. And now Willy knows that, right? So Willy's going to go and say, yeah, Destiny's a total piece of shit. I thought he tweeted my docs to... I thought he retweeted my docs to, like, defend me. Quote tweeted my docs to defend me. What on earth would possess Destiny to do something like that? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
Let me back this point up now.
But Willy now has no reason not to go and criticize Destiny directly, right? Like, that tweet should be crazy.
No.
Why?
Sorry, the clip should be crazy
standards.
for him.
Why are we saying this about Bad Empanada? Well, it appears to be because Bad Empanada doxed WillyMac's wife. So, would Destiny be saying that those who dox people, those who make...
Actually, before we continue, I do have a point of contention to criticize Queeman here. Because Queeman, while I agree with his...
Yeah, when I originally got called out on this, I was like, dude, I didn't even want to say it, but it's like, how did Queeman not get criticized at all? I hope Augie goes over that, by the way. When WillyMac was originally mad about me retweeting this clip, he didn't say anything about Queeman. Isn't that kind of weird? That he just didn't go after the guy at all? Right? Why did he not say anything about Queeman? He said I was, like, spreading his dogs, apparently. It's like, dude, what? Huh? But I did say when we first addressed the tweets from Willy, like, why? How does he have no heat for Queeman at all? Like, Queeman's technically the person. I don't think Queeman did this intentionally because I know his private thoughts on this, right? Like, on this kind of thing. So I know for a fact that he wouldn't do this intentionally. But other people, not privy to his private thoughts, sure, they don't know this. I would just say you look at the past behavior, you look at how he acted after this happened, right? You can easily reach your conclusion just from that. So, yeah, I just couldn't believe he didn't go after him in the first place. But now he is. Okay.
His argument, and while I understand clearly and soberly, I understand what he's saying. Queeman fucks up majorly here by letting the clip play out. Okay? And I honestly believe that this is a mistake. I don't see any reason why he's playing this on purpose. I think he's just opening up links on Twitter and he's just talking and shit's happening on screen, but he's not really paying attention to it. But let's be honest here, okay? This was a major fuck up on his end by allowing this video to play. And it's playing muted. It's not like he's watching the video to sort of...
Dude, look at his face. He's staring longingly into his own eyes. Full screen camera on the second monitor. He's just staring at himself. Okay? That's all he does when he's monologuing at all.
Expose Willy, right? He just opened up a link and he's talking over the link and it's auto-playing. I mean, let's be fair here. You know, he should not have let this video fucking play out. I think personally it's a mistake, but if Willy's point of contention here was, hey, asshole, you mind not letting my docs play while you're making this point? He would have won.
Yeah, literally everybody would have been like, yeah, it's kind of fucked up. Queen would have been like, my bad.
He instantly would have won if that was all he said. If all Willy said was, hey, cunt, stop playing my fucking docs while talking about this shit. That's it. That's all he had to say. But that's not the argument that he's saying. He's making additional, crazy, retarded, hypocritical arguments. But yeah, if that's all he said was, hey, Queeman, you're a fucking prick for playing this. What the fuck is wrong with you? He wins. Because He
did also make that argument. He did not at the time.
That's right.
He did not. So the argument that WillyMacShow is making when Augie criticized him was, I guess we can just dox people now because JSTLK retweeted a thing with my docs. He was only criticizing me. He never even went after Queeman, right? And so why would Augie engage with the criticism of Queeman when that wasn't what WillyMac was saying at all? Right? So, fucking WillyMac's video is watching a stream where Augie is criticizing WillyMac for saying doxing's on the table now. I guess everybody just doxes now because apparently I retweeted like this clip, something that quote tweeted this clip where you couldn't see any of the dox information. So none of that was on my timeline. And apparently that made it okay. Everybody's doxing everybody, guys. No, retard. Obviously that's not the case. No, you're obviously making retarded arguments. And that's what Augie pointed out. And then Willy's like, well, he didn't even play the whole Queeman clip. Motherfucker, you didn't mention the Queeman clip. You weren't complaining about the Queeman clip to anybody.
But that's not the argument that he made. Well, it is one of the arguments he made. To be clear, he is upset that Queeman let the video play out. But he's not just saying something like that.
Oh, no, Augie. His criticisms of you, I hope he realizes this, Augie. The criticisms of you are made based on you calling him out for being a retard on his criticisms of me or his comments on me. Not on Queeman. He didn't comment on Queeman because he's scared of Queeman.
There. He's actually
such
explaining
cases.
much more about what's going on here, right? So, yeah. And people in chat are saying, might be time to leave again, Augie. I just got destroyed.
I think Queeman is more than happy to use Destiny tactics because someone is ideologically against him. He's not someone to stand with. Based on what? 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 Do people just say things? You don't have to have any basis for the things you say. You can just say shit. You don't actually need to. You don't need to source anything. You just make shit up. It's fine. Do you really think this is convincing anybody outside of your community? People think this is unhinged. I think it was a mistake. I don't think Queeman did this intentionally. I think Queeman's upset that he did this. He doesn't like that he let this play. But it wasn't an intentional thing. He accidentally did it. That's why he rectified it as much as he could. What's the unhinged thing here? What's the unhinged thing that I did, by the way? Why am I getting blamed? I'm getting thrown in the pile with all of these people, by the way. What did my community do? My community posts cat gifs, and then Destiny goes over an album of it and goes, there, I just proved that this guy doxes people. And then the retarded sales, well, you did, this was proved it. They proved it, Destiny's doxing people. Fuck off, dude.
I just got fucking destroyed, right? That's the argument. Leave. Okay, sure. Sure, dude. Yeah. Oh my god, it's so stupid. Hex Mirroring with the 5 says, nah, I think Queeman is more than happy to use Destiny tactics because someone is ideologically against him. He's not someone to stand with. Okay, well, you gotta demonstrate to me where he's using these Destiny tactics. You can't just say shit. I'm so sick and tired of people just saying shit. Stop saying shit. Show me shit. Show me. Don't tell me, show me.
Sorry. This is a Destiny POV. He's about to show that all of these communities are connected to Kiwi
I think
Farms.
this is about to get
This is the proof, guys. This is the proof. Hold on.
outed.
Breaking clip. Destiny's finally found the proof.
Whatever, I don't care.
We're about to
I
prove
think they're
it.
watching my stream now in JSTLK's Discord because I'm literally the most entertaining thing they have to talk about.
Oh my god. Oh no.
7.
Oh,
okay,
no.
So this is basically now.
Absolutely disgusting. So many cat gifs. By the way,
I don't know how there's nothing going on also in any of these people's lives. Also, like, I'm doing this now. I have like dozens of Imager albums that people send me.
I have dozens of Imager albums that people send me of logs from this Discord. Good one. Good one.
But I'll say
he doesn't
this,
play the
this whole
monologue?
community
That's
is
too bad.
apparently so dox hungry and so vicious. As soon as they found out that Willy was deeply upset by this Queeman clip, JSTLK deleted his tweet, Dickers deleted his tweet, and even the fucking Clipper, the throwaway account on Twitter, even that guy removed his tweet and re-uploaded it censored. So everyone that is guilty here took responsibility as soon as it was made aware to them that Willy was upset. And I'm supposed to look at these people as malicious doxers?
Exactly.
Sure.
Exactly.
Got it. Let's keep going.
Would Destiny be saying that those who dox people, those who make calls to violence or allusions to violence, should be fair game, and all of their supporters, all the personalities that back them up, all the chatters that back him up?
This is essentially a Destiny snark community. This guy's narrative for the past 6 months is that I'm covering for Destiny despite me making 2 of the most in-depth videos criticizing him. Their evidence behind this is I said Destiny is better at covering the news than Hassan and Vosh, which is somebody who has made videos on all 3 of these people. I think that's objectively true, but I digress. But
I feel like their evidence goes a little bit deeper than just...
It was, fuck. Yeah, there were other pieces of evidence. But the comment on that was him starting it off with, I really respect the way Destiny handles political disagreements. I respect, verbatim, I respect Destiny because he will meet his opponents like in conversation. He will go and talk to people directly, right? I respect Destiny because he will talk directly to people.
He said...
Is what Willy says. While totally dodging any conversation with anybody who has criticisms of him.
Something nice about Destiny in the video. And I think it's pretty clear, honestly, that WillyMacShow...
Very sad.
...clearly does not hate Destiny. I mean, look at WillyMacShow's interactions with Destiny post this drama. When the drama happened in January, I went nuclear on Destiny. Even Diorio went nuclear on Destiny. Everyone went nuclear on Destiny because that was the right thing to do. WillyMacShow, on the other hand, you know, he didn't sell all of his stock in Destiny. Let me just put it that way. That's not to say that he, you know, didn't call Destiny out and didn't make videos.
I'll just point out, this is like the only evidence that Willy has any literacy at all, that Willy is capable of critical thought, is that he tiptoed his criticism a little bit, right? He slow played it, he tiptoed it a little bit, right? That's the only evidence I have that Willy is really sentient, is he understands that his audience overlaps significantly with Destiny's, and he's not willing to risk that right off the bat. He's not willing to just immediately risk that for other people.
Covering Destiny. But let's just be clear here, okay? Destiny still follows WillyMacShow on Twitter. Obviously, whatever footage WillyMacShow, or whatever video WillyMacShow put up against Destiny probably didn't bother Destiny that much in the grand scheme of things. And I'm not sitting here saying that WillyMacShow has to go nuclear on Destiny. I'm not saying that WillyMacShow has to go live and call Destiny a fucking rapist so that he can appease me or satisfy me, so that I can be like, okay, Willy, you've called out Destiny enough. You've gone nuclear enough. I accept this. That's not what I'm saying. But I think it's abundantly clear to anybody with fucking eyeballs that WillyMacShow does not hate Destiny.
What was it that Willy put in there, right? The one thing that looked kind of nice for Destiny, like, Willy sort of set the table a little bit, right? Am I misremembering? Or after that first video, was he not like, well, Destiny kind of implied to me that he's got some stuff that'll come out that'll really change everybody's opinion on this, right? And he just puts that out there. Doesn't ask what it is, he just puts that out there, right? I think there are little things like that it's like, yeah, you're not totally, you're saying this guy did bad stuff, but like, it's not totally. And I think I tried to like let that go at the time, but when you look back, given like where this has progressed to now, I don't know, it's hard to explain it. It really is. It's difficult.
I think that's pretty clear. He made a video talking about what Destiny did was wrong. Oh, wow. Damning. He made a video where he's like, hey, guys, so recently Destiny did this, blah, blah, blah. We're going to go through it. Sure, that's fine. I think it's pretty fucking clear WillyMacShow, you know, is not like a Destiny hater of any sort. And that's fine. That's fucking fine. He can just say that, right? You know, for all the shit that Drew Pavlou gets, right? If you ask Drew Pavlou what he thinks about Destiny, he's gonna probably tell you that he likes Destiny. He's probably gonna tell you that he doesn't give a fuck, right? You know? I think WillyMacShow probably wants to see good in Destiny. That's just me speculating, though. This might be... Look, I'll be fully honest here, okay? This might be Drew hates Destiny. Okay, well, I don't know much about him. I'm just saying. If you ask some Destiny orbiter in his scene right now, they're gonna tell you, I like Destiny, I don't give a fuck, right? That's what they're gonna say. And just to be clear, I don't know what WillyMacShow's opinion is on Destiny, but I'll tell you this,
wouldn't be surprised if Willy ran those videos past Destiny before he uploaded. I don't think he would have done that, because obviously if those logs ever, like, then, you know, is Willy dumb enough to do that? Because then as soon as logs come out of that, like, Destiny just has you by the balls for the rest of your life, right? If you get his approval on any of this shit, maybe he's that dumb. Maybe he's that dumb. I don't know. I don't think that's something that happened. It's something you could ponder. I don't think
that he hates Destiny.
Orbiter, who's left besides Connor? Erudite, Dan, Connor, Tomfoolery, Food Shops. These would be like the 5. Name off the top of my head.
I don't think that he hates Destiny. And that's evidenced by the fact that when he's sitting here on Twitter bitching about how JSTLK and Queeman are spreading his docs, but then Destiny's the one doing it.
Oh, Darius. Yep, Darius.
And then he's telling you,
True.
well, I don't care that Destiny spread my docs because, you know, my docs was already seen by everyone. My docs was already seen by everyone, okay? At this point, it doesn't matter. And Destiny was supporting me.
Mr. Mooten is back in the fold? Oh, maybe. But I don't think Mr. Mooten hanging out with Destiny? Maybe he is. I have no idea. Maybe.
So, I don't really
That's a super weird time to come back.
care that Destiny did it, right?
Just saying.
Okay. So let's establish the timeline there, right? Once Destiny quote tweeted your docs and blasted it out to 300,000 people, which happened, by the way, you don't mind that because at this point, everyone who was going to see your docs has already seen it. But then when Queeman and JSTLK are covering Destiny's tweet, you're upset because they're spreading your docs, even though we're past the point where you're fine with people seeing it. Do you guys fucking understand why this makes no fucking sense?
Yeah,
the timelines don't make any
Augie's clearly watched the video. He's like referring to
fucking
things
sense.
further in the video. It's very
Once
funny.
Destiny makes the tweet, apparently it's fine. Apparently it's fine. Once Destiny makes the tweet, whatever. Everyone's seen my docs anyway, so it doesn't matter. At least Destiny's supporting me. I like that. But then when Queeman and JSTLK cover it negatively against Destiny, suddenly it's a problem, specifically because they're signal boosting the docs. That doesn't make any fucking sense. He's lying. I mean, he's lying to you. Obviously. I'm looking at the chat. I'm waiting. And this is why... Okay, here's another point, right? This is why I call WillyMac controlled opposition. You know, I was watching Tommy C earlier today, right? And Tommy C is just like, well, Augie, you gotta prove that WillyMacShow is controlled opposition. If you're gonna say that and demand proof that Queeman doxes people, or, yeah, demand proof that Queeman doxes people, well, you've gotta prove that WillyMacShow is controlled opposition. My argument is in the original stream. Anyone watching my original stream understands why I was saying that WillyMacShow might be controlled opposition. Because he's fine with Destiny doing something against him, but he's not okay with other people doing the same thing, other people that happen to piss him off. Queeman and JSTLK. He's fine with...
Augie's played the clip. The only reason Willy gave for why that was okay was because Destiny was defending him. Now Destiny's come out and said, no, I wasn't trying to defend him. Oh, sorry if I fucked you up, Willy. Sorry.
Them doing it. Or sorry, he's fine with Destiny doing it, but he's not fine with them doing it. That's why I say he's controlled opposition. Because Destiny can do no wrong. Destiny gets no criticism for him being a doxer. Being somebody that grabs people's doxes, looks for people's doxes, publishes people's doxes, tells people to go to Kiwi Farms to find Anna's doxes. Where's the criticism for that? But instead, Willy's gonna spend all this fucking energy against people that have a fucking issue with him. And again, if Willy was mad at everybody equally, if Willy was mad at Queeman, if Willy was mad at JSTLK, and if Willy was mad at Destiny for all doing the same fucking thing, which they all did, by the way, they all did the same thing, which was engage with a fucking video that had your docs in it, then Willy wins. If he was mad at people for the same shit, he's consistent. He's being consistent here. But he's not being consistent here. And that's why I call him controlled opposition. It's a very simple fucking argument.
How dare you, JSTLK? How dare you leave me out of the DGG calm fountain orbit?
Thanks for the $3, Mantis. Appreciate it.
I don't mean like Destiny is appointing Willy as some sort of like, all right, Willy, you're hired onto my team. You're going to be the guy that says all the things that look like it's against me, but in reality it's controlled or whatever, right? I'm not saying that. I'm saying Destiny is a guy that Willy likes. And Willy is willing to be infinitely more charitable to him than he is other people that he covers. I think that's pretty fucking clear.
Back him up. Well, the chat is the back.
By the way, where are the people in chat disagreeing with me? I noticed that everyone that had something to say is gone. Where are the people telling me to quit? Where are all the people who sat there and said, oh...
How is there nobody? Nobody will call in and make like any defense on any of these things. There's literally nothing. How is there nobody? How is there not one person who would hop on to any of these streams? Did Queeman find anybody? Augie can't find anybody. Augie can't find Willy, can't find a person, right? None of these... Dude, how is that not just like... How is the silence not damning for these people? That they have no defense for any of the shit they're doing? Literally, the thing that differentiated Destiny's community from all these other communities was they're the people who were going to hop on VC and argue about the shit, right? Like Discord or ban, there's a massive thing with Relly, it's a massive thing with Pisco now, it's a massive thing with Destiny, all these people. Hey, get in the fucking Discord right now if you want to be a piece of shit, if you want to... All these people. All the people who believe this, they're just gone? They just all disappeared overnight?
Augie fell off. Where are they? What happened? All the people saying your Destiny mind raped you or something like that. Anyone?
Anyone that could form a coherent argument left. I don't even think that's necessarily true. I think there's just... I don't think that's even necessarily true. I think the problem is they can form a coherent argument, and they know that they lack the requisite facts, the requisite pieces to build one, and so they'll shut the fuck up, right? They will be a part of that community, they will be a part of the throng, but when people go, hey, why are you here? Why are you all doing this? Why are you all like mobbing these people? They'll go, why don't you ask that guy? And they'll run away.
Destiny snark community, this guy's narrative for the past 6 months is that I'm covering for Destiny despite me making 2 of the most in-depth videos criticizing him. Their evidence behind
more arguments. Somebody in chat says, let me see here, I'm loving the crash out, keep it up. All I'm hearing is, you're wrong, you're crashing out. Good. You're really moving me with this one. You're really changing my perspective here. And look, unlike Willy, I'm willing to sit here and entertain an argument that I am just totally off base here. If you tell me that I'm wrong, I'm not just gonna sit here and be like, fuck you. No. If you tell me that I'm wrong, but then provide an argument, I'll sit there and I'll read it and I'll be like, is that true? Let me think about that for a second. Blah, blah, blah. I haven't heard anyone even attempt to make an argument. It's never happened.
Augie should quit for not confronting Nick for implicitly supporting Willy.
Essentially a Destiny snark
from the other
this
side.
Guy's narrative for the past 6 months is that I'm covering
I
for
just got
Destiny despite
sideswiped from the other
2 of the
side.
most in-depth videos criticizing him. Their evidence behind this is I said Destiny is better at covering the news than Hassan and Vosh.
I just think I don't particularly like the idea that you can air Destiny's statement without looking into any of it when he is explicitly when he's a reputation for denigrating his victims. I think one that you go into, if I'm not mistaken, how he sort of crazy makes his victims in a lot of cases. I think you talk about the Anna stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I think
he does it with everybody.
Yeah, well, I think Kelly Jean absolutely has kind of some reason to be upset that you would just print his stuff, because I think the thing that upsets her is she hangs out in DGG adjacent spaces and people still take Destiny's opinion seriously in some of those spaces. And so you air that statement and people will take that as fact.
I agree with I take the criticism on the when he says that I should have asked for something, because it just is something that would objectively make the video better. I agree with that.
But most importantly, it's that when these 2 do something stupid, I make fun of them back. The truth is, Bad Empanada did not originally.
Dude, I've tried not to hate on Nick too much, because I keep thinking he's gonna make the right call. Not out of even morals, but out of rational self-interest. You've built a career on being the guy who sticks to principles, who is about internal critique of your group, right? So that you guys don't allow crazy shit like John Swan and all these other people. I've been on stream. You've been on my stream telling this story before about how you have to allow critique within your community because otherwise you get really bad actors, right? And so when Queeman has a critique of you, I know that you, by your own principles, have to go and entertain that. And you can't just allow other people around you to make unhinged attacks. People who will defend you all the time, people who are your friends, who you are in group chats with, when they go and attack Queeman, when they go and lie about him, when they go lie about me, lie about Queeman, I suddenly know for a fact that you know about it, you're aware of it, you're in on it, you're totally behind it, right? You can try to wash your hands of it, but you've been behind these guys going after us or trying to ignore us, whatever the fuck, actual relevant criticisms for months. And you can't escape this. There is no escaping it. Take the L now, stop the bleeding. Just out of rational self-interest, take the L now and just stop the bleeding. Don't let this blow up into something that tanks your shit. Just talk to Queeman about his criticisms. I've heard them. They make a lot of sense. You could probably explain them. You could just take the criticisms, figure out your response, and then go, yeah, I fucked up here. Or say why Queeman's wrong. By the way, that's totally an option. Just so everybody knows, you could totally come in and go, here's where I disagree with those arguments. Here's how I see it, right? That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do, man.
My docs. He maliciously spread it everywhere, but my docs originated on a niche forum by this guy's unhinged viewers.
Oh, okay. Okay. And by the way, people did look into who this person was, right? Does somebody know?
Wait, Soapbox, he totally can, though. All you have to do is admit you did something bad. You can admit you did something bad, and here's why you did it, and here's how you'll fix it, right? Hey, I got really caught up in it. I had a big audience behind me. That's my bad. I don't think I said anything that was a lie, but I probably didn't apply my principles evenly, even though that's something I feel like you should do. And yeah, I just got a little caught up. Hey, it was like a mistake, but I like, nobody's arguing that Nick has totally violated his principles directly in most of these cases, right? He hasn't. He's not like going out and saying doxing's okay. He cut off Dan when Dan was doing the doxing shit, right? He hasn't come out and said doxing's okay. He hasn't come out and said like, oh, like let's say the DMCAing thing, DMCAing small creators to silence criticism. He hasn't come out and said that's okay. He just attacks other people instead of actually criticizing people who are on his side who are doing bad actions. That's a little different. He's not violating his principles. He's just not applying them correctly.
Know where the tweet is? People
Stream
look
should
into
be fine.
it. So here's the thing, right? This guy on Kiwi Farms that was responsible for doxing WillyMacShow, he has 2 posts on the Destiny thread, and he's never once mentioned Queeman. There's no evidence. Now, maybe he was a Queeman viewer. Again, any proof of that? And even if he was a fucking Queeman viewer, any proof that Queeman is responsible for that? Are we now saying that you're responsible for your fucking audience? A position that everyone in the commentary community has laughed at and ridiculed since the beginning of fucking time?
Hold on. Nibba Burrito says, Queeman is a bad faith actor, former Destiny meat rider, and then went anti-Destiny when I got clout off it. When I can get clout off it. Dude, these people are like actually subhuman. Like the chatters in the commentary community, actually some of them subhuman. Incapable, like, I think somehow we found out that like WillyMacShow's audience is they just actually all have like Down syndrome or something. They like can't formulate thoughts correctly. It's crazy. Queen is absolutely a former Destiny meat rider. They're not even actually making a real criticism. Your Discord is subhuman too? They're not.
Are we really sitting here?
Varain, you probably just got timed out because you were trying to go after Destiny and get him to throw you more albums, okay? You want to criticize Destiny? Go to Destiny's chat. You want to be unhinged about Destiny? Go to Destiny's chat.
Saying that you're now responsible for your fucking audience? WillyMacShow made a video on Dark Viper AU.
Yeah?
Dark Viper AU.
Oh, I've seen this one. I think I might have this up. Fuck, Augie's just gonna go through. Dude, I'm just gonna run my stream off Augie's. Fuck it. Fuck it!
That the commentary community
spent all this time getting these logs together, getting all these clips together. Now Augie's running all of them anyway.
dox him. And WillyMacShow thought that was stupid.
You're prescribing a doxing allegation to his community based on nothing. It's crazy.
What?
It's crazy!
You're prescribing a doxing allegation to his community based on nothing. It's crazy.
Oh, really?
It's crazy!
So Dark Viper's a fucking asshole?
By the way, one of the significant things they're building this off of, again, for anybody who hasn't been here the whole time, one of the significant things they're building this off of is after Queeman and I watched some Hutch content, Hutch's docs got posted in the KF thread, okay? I don't really want to talk about it, but it's like been brought up so many times. His docs got posted, okay? Now, I believe what happened is probably somebody close to Destiny, somebody adjacent to Destiny, saw that, talked to Hutch, and said, hey, it's because of these people going after you. I told you they were unhinged, right? Probably, most likely, leaving out the fact that Hutch was actually doxed in that thread for the first time in September 2024, before Queeman was like a vocal Destiny, well, actually he was a vocal Destiny anti-fan before that, but not over this stuff, and before I was still like a Destiny fan in September in September 2024, right? So how in the world are they trying to spin this as like, oh, well, these guys got doxxed because they watched Hutch got doxxed because he was getting watched by Queeman and Kiwi Farms talked about him. No, Hutch got doxxed because of his proximity to Destiny, and for no other reason. Queeman's, and we're gonna go over that later. We'll go over the Hutch convo. Queeman's lack of willingness to say Hutch isn't a Destiny orbiter has nothing to do with Hutch getting doxxed. If Queeman had said that, people on Kiwi Farms would have gone, oh, I guess Queeman's sweeping now? Right? Why is Queeman going to throw himself in the line of the bullet for Hutch when he doesn't even believe that Hutch isn't an orbiter? Find out today, apparently, Hutch is starting a podcast with Not So Erudite. Destiny's 50-50 business partner. Right? Now, I don't think anything bad. I totally disavow bad things happening. Do not do anything to go after this person. Do not do anything to go after this person or make them feel any fear in real life. You want to say, hey, it's kind of weird that you like give these takes? You want to criticize the things he says? Criticize the things he says. There's no reason to do anything in real life. It's fucking insane. I hate when people do this. Just talk shit on the internet like every other God-fearing North American, okay? Just talk shit on the internet. That's what the internet is for, so we can talk shit about each other. So we can say things you wouldn't say to somebody's face, right? Well, not for me, but I assume for other people, right? You can say unhinged shit. It's like a fun thing. It's the internet. You just be unhinged. It's crazy. But to try to bring that into somebody's real life to me just seems fucking nuts. I don't know. Anyway, we continue.
Because
I think it's... I'm gonna have to do like I'm gonna have to collect the information on this and go and like make a post or something, because... Especially for you? I said no, not for me.
he said that everyone in commentary doxed him. But you're justified for saying everyone in Queeman's community is doxing you? If WillyMacShow has any information suggesting that his dox originated from Queeman's community, please, I'm begging you.
It's not please. We should stop saying please here, okay? Augie needs an update on what the talking points are, okay? You are compelled to post that evidence and not protect somebody who is doxing people. If you have evidence of this, you are a scum fuck for not posting it. It's not just like, oh, please do post it so we can know about the allegation. No, you are a complete piece of shit for not posting that and protecting a doxer. How about don't? How about don't protect doxers? How about ban doxers? Get doxers banned from other communities? How about we just all go back to before we pretended Destiny had any point here beyond being a totally unhinged fucking motivated entirely by personal spite petty loser? How about we go back to the time before we believed that he had anything interesting to contribute to the conversation, and we go back to when doxing was bad? How about that? How about we stop pretending Destiny has anything relevant to say, that he's a good faith actor, that he's motivated by anything but spite, and we just go back to doxing bad? How about that? Why not? What a fucking novel idea.
Fucking show it to me. Because he didn't show in this video. He didn't show shit.
Stupid, I make fun of them back. The truth is, Bad Empanada did not originate my docs. He maliciously spread it everywhere, but my docs originated on a niche forum by this guy's unhinged viewers. So when I see this
evidence
clip, it's obviously a dog whistle to fuck with me. He literally gets a donation that says, I understand what we must do. Wink, wink.
Anything is justifiable against Destiny and the people who support him. No? Is that not the standard? That's what he's laying out for me here. Now, I have principles. I don't think it's no bad tactics, only bad targets. That's not me.
As he's literally showing my docs.
But Destiny is very clearly laying out that those are the standards that he believes in. Those are the standards he wishes to be enforced. Is if you're a doxer, if you call for violence, anything is justifiable against you supporters.
Order taken.
Okay, that's not what I'm saying, Max. Actually, I just explicitly said otherwise, actually, Max.
He's got a shit-eating grin on his face. He knows what he's doing.
What? What? Are you kidding me? He's got a shit-eating grin on his face. He knows what he's doing. What? So if you ever laugh at something somebody fucked up said in your chat, you support that. Come on, man. How fucking autistic are you? Come on.
I know. We all know it's Max. We'll watch the Queeman monologue after this if we need to.
People really expect me to watch this shit and believe it? Are you fucking kidding me? Seriously? Dude, this is laughable. This is Keffels tier shit. How is this not Keffels? Well, there it is. There it is. There it is, guys. He laughed. Got him.
Thing is justifiable against you supporters.
Order taken.
Okay, that's not what I'm saying, Max. Actually, I just explicitly said otherwise, actually, Max.
He's got a shit-eating grin on his face. He knows what he's doing.
Dude, people say fucked up shit in my chat all the fucking time. Shit that I don't support. If I laugh at it, does that mean that I support that? Or am I just a fucking human being with fucking eyeballs and I can see somebody do something fucked up? I laugh at fucked up shit. We all do. What? We all laugh at fucked up shit. Hello? Oh, I don't. Yeah. Shut up, dude.
Isn't that just a chud thing usually? Sorry, we're talking about the playful disavowals? No, I do the playful disavowal too, but I try to differentiate between them, right? I try to say like, no, like, for real guys, like, actually, we're disavowing this. Like it's not like a ha. I feel like you can tell my voice, but I try to differentiate between them completely. Like, it's obvious when I'm joking, it's obvious when I'm not joking.
Shut the fuck up.
In my opinion.
No change.
It's like a pattern of people donating unhinged shit so that the streamer can go like, ha. Totally disavow that, but it's like kind of funny, right? There's like a line that everybody who's in the community can tell and participates, right? Like, we all participate in the same community. We all know where the line is. It's like, there's a little over the line, but not really far over the line. Like, there are some things, like, if you tweeted something, involving kids or, like, any sexual shit, I go, not tweeted. If you donated something like that, I go, oh, that's fucking gross. Don't do that. Right? Like, you can kill the vibe. But sometimes it's like, oh, you go a little over the line with, like, a race joke or something, and it's like, unfortunately, that's funny, right? You donate with the Asian voice, you do a funny, like, Asian accent in the dono. Unfortunately, I'm gonna laugh at that. Okay, and I'm gonna go, that's gross. Do not do that. I do not avow that. Laughter is not me avowing that, okay? Let's be clear here. Willy's being dishonest and knows better. Yeah, he is. He is. The I know what I must do thing is such a common meme. Yeah, it's the Trump, it's the, like, MAGA meme, right? This is like the meme or whatever here, right? I'll handle them, Mr. President. Like, this is the thing. These are horrible, horrible people. I'll handle them, Mr. President. Right? It's like you're like criticizing somebody, and of course there's a fucking unhinged schizophrenic somewhere who's like, I get what you're saying here. I know what you're doing. I know what you're saying here, man. I know what you're saying.
Chance in hell, I'm gonna look at a clip like this and be like, he's done. Come on, dude. At worst, this clip is like a minor red flag. Something just to remember later if something else more incriminating happens.
He's got a shit-eating grin on his face. He knows what he's doing. This then gets retweeted by his friend JSTLK, who pushed the exact same narratives about me. I'm obviously very unhappy about this. It's affecting my real life, but instead of
push the exact same narrative about me. What?
I'm JSTLK, who pushed the exact same narratives about me.
The narratives that he is a Destiny sweeper. I think I gave him the retard out. I actually think I was wrong here. It seems like he is like kind of a Destiny sweeper, but I totally just gave him the retard out there. I was like, yeah, I think you're too illiterate, too fucking, I think you're too brain damaged to actually like evaluate these things. And I just gave him the retard out. But yeah, he totally seems to be like a Destiny sweeper and malicious.
Obviously very unhappy about this. It's affecting my real life, but instead of anyone actually acknowledging this, they do what Bad Empanada did and try to hypocrisy hunt to justify their actions.
Yeah.
Oh. They try to hypocrisy hunt to justify their actions. Justify what? Now, is WillyMax saying that we're trying to hypocrisy hunt to justify Queeman covering the clip? Or you getting doxxed at all?
No, he is saying that we're trying to maliciously repost his docs by saying that we're calling out Destiny's hypocrisy. That's what he's saying here, right? And like, I guess I could see how Willy might think that, right? Oh, it's really convenient that you guys are like reposting this and so. I could see how he might think that. But one, like, we've just totally disavowed these kinds of tactics. We've had like long discussions about how these kinds of tactics are fucking unhinged. It's fucking crazy, right?
He's very vague here. I mean, I don't know. I'm just gonna assume he means like Queeman. But that's very strange language there.
Why aren't you mad at Destiny? He quote tweeted your docs too.
Why aren't you mad at Destiny himself?
Destiny is defending my already viral docs that's already in the hands of all the people who hate me. We're acting like context and scale don't matter.
What? What? Are you fucking trolling? Okay, so if context and scale do matter, and Destiny's already... Look, my docs is already out there, dude. Like, what do you expect? Okay, well then why the fuck are you mad at Queeman and JSOC then? Their tweets are after...
Yeah, sorry, not to... I didn't pre-watch this, I swear to God.
Destiny's tweet. What? And also, I am taking context and scale into account. Specifically scale. You want to talk about fucking scale? Destiny's tweet has 200,000 fucking views. That's scale. 200,000 people saw your docs because of Destiny. How many people do you think Queeman's tweets got that viral? Or went that viral? Or JSOC? No. So I actually am taking scale into account. And when I take scale into account, Destiny fucked you over way worse than Queeman and JSTLK. I mean,
don't blame me for that shit, dog.
To me why this video is good?
Your docs too.
Why aren't you mad at Destiny himself?
Destiny is defending my already viral docs that's already in the hands of all the people who hate me. We're acting like context and scale don't matter. It was actually kind of nice to see someone with a big audience who I've criticized in the past stand up for me and say this is wrong.
Dude. What the fuck? Bruh.
It's actually kind of, I kind of don't mind when Destiny tweets my docs, when he amplifies it. I kind of don't mind it because, like, he's defending me. Ooh, he's defending me? I really like it when Daddy Destiny defends me. Okay, well, actually, Destiny went out today on his stream and said, yeah, I'm not trying to defend you at all. I just want to go after Bad Empanada. So this whole rationale that he just gave for his whole reason for not going after Destiny is gone. So obviously he's gonna go tweet out some shit at Destiny, right? Like, what the fuck, dude?
But look at this comment. Willy refuses to acknowledge the obvious.
But why Why are you guys saying that I like defend Destiny? Why are you guys saying I help Destiny? Why would you guys say that? It's so gross. It's so gross.
Yes, that Destiny is the biggest proponent in spreading his docs. No, it was actually Bad Empanada who did that. Do you know how time works? They hate Destiny so much they're ignoring the very reality we live in. That's what I don't get at all.
Listen to that language. They hate Destiny so much. So Willy's using Destiny's talking points here. Which is that, oh, you're just mind raped by Destiny. Blah, blah, blah. And he's also like, that's such a cop-out to that argument, too. Let me go back to that fucking original Reddit. Willy refuses to acknowledge the obvious, that Destiny is the biggest proponent in spreading his docs. And Willy's his big response to this is like, actually Bad Empanada is the biggest proponent of the docs? Brilliant, but we're talking about Destiny, Queeman, and JSTLK. You fucking moron. Don't actually your way out of this. You know what the person's saying. Out of the people that are fucking reacting to this clip, you have an issue with 2 people, no issue with the one person who's doing the most amount of damage.
Proponent in spreading his docs. No, it was actually Bad Empanada who did that. Do you know how time
WillyMacShow, when he makes this point, he's like, oh, got him. Come on, dude.
Work?
Like, unfortunately, it's really hard to even follow this. You have to pause so much during this video. It is so poorly argued and put together that you almost can't even argue with like the video effectively, because every 3 seconds you let shit play, he says another retarded thing, right? Like, it's so hard to react to. He made an unreactable video. It's just retarded argument after retarded argument after retarded argument. It is so thickly laid on that it's difficult to even evaluate it correctly.
Works. They hate Destiny so much they're ignoring the very reality we live in. That's what I don't get at all. Is he perfectly fine with his docs being spread around as long as the person who's spreading it is condemning it? At this point, my docs is already spread. The toothpaste is out of the bottle. What bothered me most in this moment was the narrative that I deserve it, or that it's...
No way. Hold on. Anna Kasparian answers why she won't debate Destiny. Anna, if the truth is out there, why do you keep running from a debate with Destiny at the OmniLiberal? I think it's because I read his DMs about how he likes to walk around in public with a butt plug a few days a week, and I can't take him seriously after that. Yeah, true. That's pretty true. Yeah, that's true. That's kind of true. W Anna Kasparian. She won. Massive W, Anna Kasparian. I'm going to go to my Twitter right now so I can find that tweet and retweet it because Anna Kasparian won again. Let's fucking go. Hold on. That can't be that far back, right? Is it a day ago? Hold on. Are you holding on? Haha, I'll just retweet that right there. Hey, yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah, that's pretty funny. At Grok, what does having a butt plug in your ass? This is a DGG. Actually, that's a whataboutism. Destiny can argue for political beliefs even with his ass plug in, okay? Actually, that's a whataboutism. That doesn't actually critically engage with Destiny's political beliefs. No matter how many gallons of semen he swallows, he can still effectively argue political points. Okay? Read his response. Is his response? Let me predict his response. You got molested by a hobo. Right? Is that you let yourself get molested out of your political beliefs? Why is Anna inventing sexual fantasies that she has about me? I'm flattered. Really? You literally what? Wait, did he not say those things? When the honest truth is she's just too stupid to engage in adversarial conversations about her new unhinged beliefs. No, I don't think she made that up. Wait, I don't think she made that up at all.
Nobody said that.
Is he denying the butt plug? Is he denying that it was his wife's butt plug that he secretly took and used when she was traveling? Is he denying those details? That's kind of weird that he denied those details, that he streamed it consistently. Uh-oh, that means he's embarrassed by it? Yeah, I don't know why he would deny that. I thought he was standing on business. I thought he was plugged up on business. No? I hope it seems like Anna's not going to respond. She could easily just respond. Wait, are you saying you didn't message a 19-year-old while doing your job about the butt plug that you were scared you would swallow? Wait, did that not happen? I could have sworn that happened. Destiny is coming to realize that the thing that like works against him most as a serious political actor is the fact that he had these insanely degenerate DMs leak, right? That's what actually works against him as a serious political commentator. And people can go and they can try to be progressive and all of this shit about shit, right? But it's like, no, the weird diaper shit? Yeah, the weird diaper shit puts people off, bruh. Didn't he take pride in having nothing to hide? Well, he did before they found out what he was hiding. Now he's being more honest, okay? I don't think that happened. How much you want to bet that if somebody like quote tweets him and shows him the DMs where he talks about this, he'll go, actually, I said I just wore it like twice or something. I didn't say I wore it for days. Actually, you're misquoting me. Aren't you like looking at like maliciously leaked sexual DMs of me? Isn't that like revenge porn? Leave alone the fact that I actually leaked other people's sexual DMs with me. Leave alone that, and that I threatened to do it multiple times in the past. Anyway.
That argument in the trash can. He's saying, actually, I'm fine with him playing it. But the issue that I have is that he made arguments justifying my docs. No, he fucking didn't. So even like the legitimate complaint, I still hold that complaint against Queeman. I think Queeman is an idiot for letting that video play out, right? But WillyMacShow's not making that argument. In fact, he takes that argument and he dismisses it. He throws it away. He actually tells you he doesn't mind Queeman showing you the docs. It's what he said that's the problem. But in reality, what he said isn't the problem at all. So this whole video is fucking pointless.
Oh, why? Stop! 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 You all have to stop. You all have to stop. You all have to fucking stop. Actually, this needs to end. Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? See, that's an example of a playful disavowal. I actually think it's hilarious to make fun of Destiny being a degenerate freak.
The garbage can. No,
I don't actually disavow that. I think it's hilarious when you do it. See, that's a playful disavowal right there. I'll come out and I'll laugh about it after.
Have a fucking point against Queeman. That was the point to make. But you actually said that that's a bullshit point to make. Oh, okay. Wow.
So obvious, yet I'm seeing respected commentator Augie call me a hypocrite.
Oh, okay, here we go. Now, he played a little bit of me, okay? Let me go to the bathroom first.
The Augie section. Let's go.
Let me go to the bathroom first, and then we're going to get into my spanking that I took this video. My punishment. All right, we'll be right back.
Ayo? The fuck? Fuck this motherfucker saying? Ooh, what is this guy saying? Uh-huh. Should be relegated to only debating other weird fetishists. It's like, there's a lot of different things going on there where he's like not a serious person, right? Like one of them would be fine, maybe. Like Glenn Greenwald, maybe Glenn Greenwald comes back after his weird video, right? Maybe. But like, dude, having like the weird tweets about sexualizing kids, and not just that, the weird tweets of sexualizing kids, having the firefighter tweet, having like these weird DMs,
right, let's do this right
leaking
here.
DMs about the people who are already victims of you non-consensually sharing their pornography, right? Like, there's just so many things rolled together that at this point, how do you take him seriously? He's just not a serious person.
He has to say.
In this moment was the narrative that I deserve it, or that it's part of some greater Destiny justice. If Queeman pulled up my docs and only said Bad Empanada sucks for this, I wouldn't care. It's the dog whistle call to action that's the
I can't do an Asian accent for you, JSTLK, but Destiny said being plugged up for stream feels really good.
Really good. Okay.
Problem. It's so obvious, yet I'm seeing respected commentator Augie call me a hypocrite because I said doxing is wrong.
This is from a month ago. Willie says you should delete this. It's just doxing and a shit thing to do to someone whose worst crime is being annoying on the internet. So you have that situation there. So there is twice replying to JSTLK's docs, but then he got upset about fucking his docs being shared.
Yeah, holy shit.
Oh. Interesting point here. Willie is convinced that Queeman's disavowals are tongue-in-cheek dog whistles, but Destiny's constant stream of "I love little kids" sexually jokes are obvious jokes. Kind of interesting how just your opinions on people totally inform. There's no rational basis to either of those. You'd think if you want to say one of them's dog whistling, you'd probably say both, right?
It's as if context matters. It's as if me calling out a tweet that already has 100,000 views doesn't add.
I will say, there's probably more evidence of Destiny having sexual conversations with minors than there is of Queeman doxing people. I'm just gonna say what is clearly true, right? If that's your bar for evidence, just, hey, it kind of seems suspicious here, there's definitely more evidence of Destiny possibly having sexual conversations with minors than for Queeman, right? Well, wait, possibly. Wait, hold on. No, Destiny's just admitted that he has had conversations where minors are sending him, like, bikini pictures, right? Oh, no, sorry, I forgot the older law, the Naked Ape stuff. Oh, fuck! Wait, there's just way more evidence of that. Never mind.
Any negative effect.
Wait, what? He's making a fucking view argument here.
Matters. It's as if me calling out a tweet that already has 100,000 views
It's a tweet that has 100,000 views. So he's allowed to comment under people's doxes if he perceives that they fucking,
the weird conversation with Abba, yeah.
What are we saying? I'm sorry, dude. This is just stupid. What are we fucking saying here? Upset about fucking his docs being shared.
Yeah, holy shit, it's as if context matters. It's as if me calling out a tweet that already has 100,000 views doesn't add any negative effect. He pearl clutches and gives this.
So if you're adding less than 5% of the views to something, it's fine. You can just engage in that. Leave alone. Okay, let's not pick that apart, how retarded that is, okay? If you just take his logic as it is, then he can't criticize me or Queeman or Dickers or whoever, right? If you just take the logic as it is. But if you actually go 1% further, okay, one tiny little bit further, and go, well, if everybody thinks that, then technically everyone who in a decentralized way retweets some, revenge porn. Let's use an example DGGers could be aware of, okay? Let's say you retweeted the videos that leaked of Destiny by himself, or Destiny sucking dick, or whatever the fuck, right? Let's say you retweeted that. Is that fine if you only added like 2% of the views to that? Seems like it would still be wrong. Seems like that's not a good argument at all. Seems like you'd have to be a complete fucking moron to make that argument in the first place. Oh, well, I only did 2% of the stabbing of Caesar, so I shouldn't be held accountable. Says a Roman senator circa the 2 BC, or I think the year Caesar dies is when they go, right? Is when they switch? Or is it like 40 BC? I can't remember. Fuck it.
This big
I can't
performance
remember.
about my
History.
quote tweet.
I showed you 2 times. Here he is doing it a 3rd time just a few days ago before I even did the stream. And I actually had to tell him, I was like, dude, delete this shit, right?
But on this same stream, Augie shows the uncensored link of JSTLK.
Damn, got him. You got me. By the way, sure. Okay, I tried to censor most of the JSOC stuff, right? I missed this one, clearly, okay? So, he got me here. But do you know who's tweeting out this fucking link? Do you know who's tweeting out this fucking link?
Somebody who Augie has total blindness when criticizing, okay? Sorry, not Augie. Willy. Willy can't see them. In terms of criticism, he can't see the person who tweeted this link. He can't see it. 44 BC. I knew it was 40s.
Does Willy have anything to say about Destiny tweeting out this link?
Yeah, it's after death, right?
Or he's gonna
Fuck
try to
me.
do like a gotcha here and be like, well, haha, you showed the link, therefore you got him.
Docs. He also replied under JSTLK's docs on Twitter.
Willy, I replied under JSOC's docs that you posted. And then you deleted it. You gonna talk about that? That this is your tweet that you deleted because I called you out? Hello? And also, that's not my argument. My argument isn't that, oh, well, if you replied with...
His argument is, it would be retarded to go and, like, throw a hissy fit over this, right? That's, like, Augie's argument in this. I'll remind you that at this point, when Augie did this stream originally, he was criticizing Willy for saying I amplified his docs. He was not criticizing Queeman, right? Queeman was not brought up by Willy.
But fucking docs, like, therefore you're fucking doxing them or whatever, right? No, I'm calling you out for being a...
Wait. No. Hold on. To be clear, the uncensored thing, this one is Destiny tweeting this. The next one, where Willy quote tweets and goes, oh, shucks, it seems like everybody doxes now. Oh, shucks, it seems like everyone's a doxer now. When he does that, that is Willy quote tweeting Destiny from that same tweet. And Augie did show it uncensored, and I sent him a message being justifiably angry and irate with this motherfucker.
Applied under JSOC's docs that you posted. And then you deleted it. You gonna talk about that? That this is your tweet that you deleted because I called you out? Hello?
And by the way, if this isn't a bad thing to do, then why did he delete it? Like, Willy can't apply any standards, like, what do you call it? Any standards equally, right? He just has no standards. Fail docs, by the way, I think when Augie showed that one uncensored link, I was like, hey, Destiny's doxing like a way less fat guy this time. You should go pull that up on your stream, actually. I'm giving you permission. just please stop letting people use that other picture that looks nothing like me, okay? That isn't me, looks nothing like me. Please, just pull up the other guy. Pull up the other guy! For the love of God.
And also, that's not my argument. My argument isn't that, oh, well, if you replied to a fucking docs, like, therefore you're fucking doxing them or whatever, right? No, I'm calling you out for being a hypocrite. You're replying to people's doxes, but then getting mad that they're quote tweeting screenshots of your docs. I'm calling you out. I'm holding you to your own standard.
People fuck around Revoked, and they don't realize that the aura loss from being considered like a fat blob is horrible, okay? It's horrible. As soon as I'm on YouTube for like an established period of time, I'm face camming immediately. Okay, not before that, but as soon as I'm on there for any established amount of time, it's gonna happen instantly.
The fuck? That wasn't my point.
So what are we talking about? Are we gonna call Augie a doxer? No, because they don't actually care about this. He's just being performative to justify.
Willy, are you lost? I'm calling you out. I'm specifically pointing out that you're the hypocrite here. What? This is not my standard. This is your standard, and I'm.
Yes, Willy doesn't understand that the complaint isn't about you spreading docs. It's saying, if you're applying this standard, then you also spread docs. So you obviously don't apply the standard. You're a complete fucking retard. No, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. That never happened.
What's happening to me? Augie acts confused throughout this entire segment.
Literally days after he threw a hissy fit. Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't really make any sense to me. It's like, what the f are we talking about here? I mean, what argument are we making here? This is just crazy. It makes no...
Are you saying this to me because I said I'm a Leafs fan? Fuck you.
Sense.
I know
Fuck you.
Oh, this is great editing here, by the way, right? So Willy plays a bunch of clips of me saying that I'm so confused as I'm responding to his arguments. Like, I'm watching what WillyMacShow is saying, and I'm being like, this is confusing, this is retarded, blah, 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 blah. So Willy splices together every single time that I said that I was confused to try to paint out that I just went live like a moron and had no idea what I was talking about. Willy deceptively edits that to make it look like I just went live, and I'm like, what's going on, guys? I don't know what's happening. Fuck.
He had a whole bunch of stuff prepared for his first stream back. I still haven't gone over that flamenco shit. I should just ask him, hey, can I just yoink your whole flamenco segment where you read his insane fucking, his insane, like, Reddit pickup DMs? That was funny as fuck. I listened to that one morning. Holy shit, flamenco is crazy.
I don't even know what I'm talking about. Shit, I'm just fucking confused, man. Holy shit, I don't know what's going on. That's how he edits it. But in reality, when you look at the context of every time I'm responding to him directly. So that is like actual malicious editing. He's trying to sit there and act like I was just some moron just talking out of my asshole. But in reality...
Dude, this flamenco guy had like 15 Reddit accounts, and on every single one of these Reddit accounts, he'd go to r/Christianity and like r/BDSM connections or something, and he would message like for DDLG DMs with women while also arguing about God with people. Like that was the pattern on every single one of these accounts, which to me just strikes me as fucking hilarious. Okay? God, we should really go over that section.
I'm looking at something stupid that Willy's...
It was flamenco. Here, let me pull it back here. It was flamenco. Augie went over it on the stream, like this stream that's up here. Augie went over it on that stream.
To him directly. So that is like actual malicious editing. He's trying to sit there and act like I was just some moron just talking out of my asshole. But in reality, when you watch the stream, I'm looking at something stupid that Willy's saying, and I'm being like, I'm so confused how you could be this stupid and be writing this right now. But, you know, deceptive editing right there. And that's why WillyMacShow doesn't want to debate people. He doesn't want to debate people or attack people or anything like that or engage with people in a conversation because he can do stupid shit like this where he can deceptively edit the video to make you look like a fucking idiot when that's not what's going on at all.
Is confused. It's because he never plays the original clip that made me mad in the first place. He just summarizes as they criticize Destiny, and that's why Willy's mad.
Too bothered by this, but instead
he was
bothered by
it's fucking crazy.
some stuff that Queeman and JSTLK were saying. And basically what they were saying was it's kind of hypocritical for Destiny to get upset at, you know, WillyMac for getting doxxed when he has a history of doxing people and is currently right now calling for their doxes, right?
So he never plays the context and then acts like the reason I'm mad is because they called Destiny a hypocrite. Nothing about my wedding or my bride. How is that possible unless you're being bad faith? I'm not even...
Nothing about my wedding or bride? Can somebody dissect that argument that he just made there? I played the Queeman clip. I mean, I watched it before I did that stream. I didn't play it on that stream, but I played it now. What am I missing here? But he didn't mention that my wedding was being attacked. What? And also, is that even true? I feel like I did mention that. I mean, maybe I didn't.
Oops,
what does that have to do with
sorry.
anything? Hold on, I gotta hear that again. What are we talking about? Critical for Destiny to get upset at, you know, WillyMac for getting doxxed when he has a history of doxing people and is currently right now calling for their doxes, right?
So he never plays the context and then acts like the reason I'm mad is because they called Destiny a hypocrite. Nothing about my wedding or my bride. How is that possible unless you're being bad faith?
So I can only deduce that what he's saying here is I didn't talk about his wedding being attacked and his bride being attacked. So therefore I'm engaging in bad faith. Is that what we're doing here? Am I just completely moronic? Like, what is... Nothing... He mentions this, but he doesn't mention... First of all, he says that I don't mention, like, the real reason why, that he's mad at this clip, which is that Queeman's, like, I guess, a dog whistler. Okay, well, I've addressed that point. But then secondly, I don't mention his bride or his wedding getting doxxed. So therefore, you didn't mention my wife. Argument
Well, hold on. Was the wedding passed yet? I just want to make it clear. The reason nobody was going to bring up your bride or your wedding getting doxxed is because I think the date hadn't gone by yet. When was Augie's stream? Hold on. Let's just actually go see it. Because I want to say, though, the wedding was 26th, 27th, 28th. When was Augie's stream, actually? This is 10 days ago right here? Flamenco Leaks? Yeah. This was August 1st. Okay, no, it was gone. It was gone by. I would say that was the reason I didn't bring up like what really happened there, right? Or I was like trying to be coy about what really happened until I knew the date had gone by. Because holy shit, it's like, I don't want to put any attention on this. Who says bride? It's so weird. It says whatever.
Document destroyed. What? This is his CPS? Yeah, it literally feels like you have to mention Ethan, the CPS call when you attack Ethan, otherwise you're ignoring important context. Didn't I literally explain that he got doxxed in that last stream? Was that really something that I ignored? Now I'm curious, right? I had to have mentioned that WillyMacShow. I mean, I don't know if I did. I'm sure that I'd said something. I mean, that just seems... I probably didn't go into detail about it because, again, if one of my friends is getting doxxed, I'm not going to go into explicit detail about how hard they got doxxed or what happened because I don't want to fucking tell you guys information about somebody's fucking doxxed. That's irresponsible. I feel like I had to have mentioned this. I don't know. Let me just, like, run through docs real quick. Next. Timestamp or something, but I did mention it.
Sorry,
Acts like the reason I'm mad is because they called Destiny a hypocrite. Nothing about my wedding or my bride. How is that possible unless you're being bad faith? I'm not even sure if Augie knows what a dog whistle is. He's like, unless Queeman pulls up Willy's docs and
So we're doing two things here. One, we're saying that I'm bad faith. Willy's using the bad faith tactic, which is code word for I don't want to engage with anything that he's saying. I'm just going to assume that everything he's saying is bad faith. As if I had some sort of prerogative. What does that? Think about that for a second, right?
I've seen...
Willy's saying that...
I can only assume some other streamer said the bride thing is weird, right? I don't think it's weird at all when they literally were like in the context of getting doxxed, they were going into their wedding day. I think some other streamer probably said this, and so a bunch of people are like programmed to say it. I don't think it's weird at all, but
that I'm bad faith is like I have some sort of prerogative, like I have a reason to fuck him over. Why? Why would I have a reason to fuck WillyMacShow over? Prior to this video, we were fucking friends. We were fine.
Sorry, I just saw it.
Why would I go live and just... Oh, I really want to just stick it in WillyMacShow's back. I mean, I guess he's just calling me a backstabber.
Huh?
I don't know.
A knife? A knife, he means? I think he means a knife.
Why would I be sitting here, like, looking to screw WillyMacShow over? Can you explain that part of his thought?
I think it's weird as fuck. Okay, go ahead. Let me hear the bride, not my bride. No? Bride to be? My bride? I feel like my bride is not weird. Do you really say fiance in, like, the week before your wedding? I don't know. I don't think it's weird at all.
Thought process. So he calls me bad faith, but then he also says that I don't understand.
Maybe future wife. My future wife would be better. Future wife, future husband. I'm just saying in the context of his wedding day, I don't think it's strange. But on like in regular terms, sure. If he just said that, right? I'd say fiance. And I don't know. It's okay.
A dog was Liz. So he's basically just calling me stupid. He's basically just saying like he doesn't get it. He doesn't understand it, man. A lot of people don't understand your argument, bro. It's not because it's some sort of high IQ level argumentation here. It's actually just because it's fucking stupid. It makes no sense.
Then says, I love doxing Willy. It's all fine.
This isn't really a point against WillyMac. It was mainly a point against Destiny. I don't think at any point Queeman was like, yeah, and he got doxed. I love that. You know? I don't think he ever said that. So Will is saying that oh, well, what do you need me to have a clip of Queeman celebrating me getting doxed or whatever? And it's like, kind of. I kind of actually do need a clip of Queeman explicitly endorsing or engaging in fucked up behavior. Actually, controversial take, that's exactly what I need.
So, I wouldn't say this. Maybe Augie will go, like, let's say we started building a pattern of Queeman accidentally doxing people and then going, oh, my bad, guys. Oh, no, doxing's really bad, actually. Right? If we built a pattern of evidence showing that he was really careless with people's information and then he played it off with humor and then it was like, do you know what I'm saying? If this was a thing that happened a lot, then sure. If we had a pattern of behavior showing Queeman, like, in other ways was really careless with people's personal information, right? But I don't think he has that reputation. I think there's a bunch of streamers who have way worse reputations than he does. So, I don't know, man.
Yes! I do need you to...
I would just need a pattern. If you want to do the constructed thing, you need a pattern of behavior. Otherwise, it's just like, dude, it's unironically like what Destiny tried to criticize me for, right? It's like he has a pattern of taking advantage of people. He's a pattern of having sex with people with certain things going on, right? And then he goes, oh, this guy said having sex with anybody who has mental illness is rape. No, No, not one time. Go to Augie's kick stream right now.
That. Otherwise,
Augie's
I just
on
have
kick.
to go off of
What?
my speculation that is likely fueled by your anger, which I'm not willing to do. I'm not willing to throw out my fucking principles and just go along with whatever you're thinking just because, fuck it, I trust Willy. Actually, I like thinking for myself. And actually, I like looking at situations objectively for what's going on. I'm not trying to sit here and just go along with your story. Why? What do I owe that to you? Why? Why do I owe that to you? Actually, I'm going to think for myself. I'm going to form my own conclusions. I'm going to analyze the arguments you're making. I'll think about them. I'll hear you out. But I'm not just going to go along with what your version of events are just for the fuck of it. Especially when I think your version of the story is likely tainted.
Well, also, Augie's opinion can now be informed by the fact that Willy lies about him blatantly, the fact that Willy clearly lies about Queeman. There's probably some argument, like Augie had said earlier. If Willy just showed up and went, "Hey Queeman, why are you like watching my docs on your stream, retard?" He would have just had a massive W, right? Would have totally dunked on Queeman. Still would have had to take everything down. He would have had to like post something like, right? All he had to do was go, "Hey Queeman, why'd you watch my docs on your stream?" But instead, he just had to hold the L. I don't know why. WillyMac somehow, in the wake of overwhelming victory, just snatched defeat from the jaws, okay? Snatched defeat from the jaws of victory.
By your emotions.
It was almost there.
Which it clearly is here. The fuck? He's like, what do you need, a clip of Queeman just outright saying it? Kind of! Or at least something a little bit more compelling than the evidence you provided. I kind of do, actually. Anything? Because what you're showing me right now ain't it. Docs, I love that! Yo, Imbro, thank you for the raid. And Dicker's raided earlier, too. I've got all the fucking... And see, here's the thing. The optics, I've got all the spicy chatters raiding into my stream, so therefore it adds credence to the fact that this is all a collusion to fuck over WillyMac and make him crazy. The Neo Cabal is supporting me immediately and stuff like that. Listen, I'm my own man. I just tell it how it is, okay?
No, Augie's compromised. Augie's compromised.
Kathy Doyle. AugieRFC, you're clearly being dishonest here. Why? Because you can't genuinely say you can analyze this without your hate of Destiny playing a significant part.
Honestly, if Queeman censored that docs, he'd never have been included. Yeah, but who would have been included? The video wouldn't have existed if Queeman had just censored it.
Here, I'm willing to call in right now if you want. Maybe. I want to talk to Willy, but if your argument is like, you just hate Destiny, bro. We got to do a little bit better than that. You're not impressing me. You know?
Who was that?
I don't think he ever said that, right?
Bro, if you're this stupid, make life better for everybody.
Oh, that was Kathy. I see.
Oh, no. Dude, quit.
Better for everybody and just quit. Destiny has recently docked.
Whoa! Blown the fuck
Augie's
out.
Augie's totally owned.
Quit.
It's over.
Quit.
It's over.
Oh, no. Dude, make life better for the rest of us. God, docs, I love that. You know? I don't think he ever said that, right?
Bro, if you're this stupid, make life better for everybody and just quit.
Make life better for everybody and just quit? Is he telling me to fucking kill myself?
Wow.
What? Why are we so mad? What is this?
Destiny has recently doxed JSTLK and Queeman. His motivation behind this is that everyone they associate with him ends up getting doxed and harassed.
Okay, hold on.
If you're this stupid, make life better for everybody and just quit.
Okay, hold on. I gotta just microanalyze this real quick. Let me hear the clip again. A point against WillyMac. It was mainly a point against Destiny. I don't think at any point Queeman was like, yeah, and he got doxed. I love that. You know? I don't think he ever said that, right?
Bro, if you're this stupid, make life better for everybody and just quit.
So he plays the clip of me saying, I don't think Queeman has, engaged in this sort of behavior. I don't think Queeman has celebrated your docs. I don't think he's made arguments supporting you getting doxed. I don't think he's done anything weird with the doxed material, blah, blah, blah. And Willy plays that clip and he's like, well, if you're just so fucking stupid, just fucking quit. Kill yourself. And that's supposed to be like the mic drop in the video. But he forgets to actually respond to what I'm saying. Why is what I'm saying stupid? It'd be one thing if he had like the clip of Queeman being weird or doing something bad, and then he plays that, and then he says something like, well, obviously Augie is a fucking retard at doing his job, so fucking quit. Then you can do the mic drop moment, but you can't just mic drop immediately as if that's supposed to be like, damn, I've been blown the fuck out here. You have to actually like explain yourself a little bit. You have to like drop a bomb on me first before you walk away with the mic drop and go, quit, loser. You can't, like, what? Okay. Don't think he ever said that, right?
Destiny's girlfriend, Dan Saltman and his family, me and my wife, Destiny has
Oh, right,
recently
right,
doxed JSTLK and Queeman. His motivation behind this is that everyone they associate with him ends up getting doxed and harassed, so he's doing it back to them. The victims I know are Destiny's girlfriend, Dan.
So the funny thing is Destiny knows for a fact that a bunch of these doxes happened way before Queeman and I were ever like openly like against him or covering him with any regularity, right? Queeman had the Lauren Southern video, but it's not like he was streaming a ton before, or sorry, it's not like he's streaming about Destiny a ton before this, right? So he knows, man, I'll go through and get it, but he knows that a whole bunch of people were doxxed before this, and he is just lying, trying to blame this shit on us, right? He's just openly lying. I'll like actually go through and collect all the dates or something, because at this point, it's just fucking crazy that we get blamed for this when all of these people were doxxed way before we had anything to do with arguing against Destiny, with criticizing over his weird sexual predations, right?
Saltman and his family, me and my wife, Hutch and his family. Augie pulls up Destiny's employees saying she was swatted.
Okay, so Willy acknowledges that Destiny has doxed JSTLK and Queeman. And he says that's okay because everyone that hangs out with Destiny gets swatted and doxed by their communities. Again, any evidence?
Me and my wife, Hutch and his family. Augie pulls up...
He's gonna name people that I'm sure have actually been doxed or swatted. But again, are we just blaming people? Are we just Keffels now? Are we just gonna just blame people? He doesn't even have, like, his argument prepared. He doesn't even have something ready to make you think that it might be them. He just says it. And you're just supposed to go along with it because you're supposed to trust Willy. Just trust him, guys. Why? Show me something.
Destiny's employees saying she was swatted.
I was also swatted. Now, why would she be saying that she was also swatted in a reply to this clip? Is she saying that JSTLK and Queeman had some part in her getting swatted? Or that their communities had some part in this?
Yes, obviously, but it's all just a coincidence to Augie. Augie pulls up another example.
What? Again,
No, there's way more entertaining shit going on, okay? Get the fuck out of here.
Responses are too short.
Don't come in and ask if I'm covering other shit. I'm covering this shit. Fuck off.
You're not saying anything. You're just playing clips of me talking and being like, duh. Okay? These are not arguments, Willy. You're just playing my best moments and pretending like you're owning me by saying nothing. I'm sorry, dude. I'm not convinced. You're not showing me anything. You're saying that JSTLK and Queeman had some part in her getting swatted? Or that their communities had some part in this?
Yes, obviously, but
obviously, dude. Duh. Okay, well, if it's so obvious, you should be able to demonstrate that. Show it.
It's all just a coincidence.
Do people just watch this video and just assume that it's based because it's Willy? Is that what we're doing here?
To Augie.
Yeah.
Augie pulls up another example of a Destiny viewer saying they're getting threatening letters sent to their house, and Destiny's like, I don't believe them, but even if that happened, it's still not that community's.
Yes! What?
Fault.
A couple months ago, because I'm a fan.
No matter how many people come out and go, this guy raped me, and they have no evidence they've even talked to that person, right? No matter how many times there are totally baseless accusations that get made, zero basis at all, we'll still laugh at them. They're still going to be stupid. You have no evidence whatsoever.
Fan of Destiny in the JSTLK server, someone in his community sent a letter to my home. I've moved since. This is a ridiculous fucking story, by the way. This is moronic. This guy's sitting here saying, someone found my address and sent me a letter. They sent me a letter that said, you defend Destiny because you want to rape kids and your wife.
Hold on. Let me pull this up again. I believe... Hold on. I'll find those DMs. I believe he said 98% sure that it wasn't this community. Let me just pull this up. Let me pull this up. Imager. Oda, retard? Yeah, this guy is a retard. He just get like high and sit in VCs in the Discord all day. So this is his final message to me. What did I say? I just said like, okay. What did I say before that? Oh, I said, why didn't you keep this evidence, right? Like, this would be from a totally unhinged fucking schizo who's like clearly stalking you in real life. And he was like, this is his response. As much as you hopefully were joking about our healthcare being in danger because I'm a nurse. Oh, I wasn't joking. I was saying, if somebody went to your house and dropped off a letter that was from a Discord about your arguments in a Discord, yeah, you should create a record of that for the police. And he was like, I hope you're joking about me being in danger. No, I'm not. I'm telling you that, like, literally you should like keep evidence of this if it really happened. And then he said, I'm at a much higher risk of a patient tracking me down, especially the actual psych patients an unhinged family I deal with, threaten me to my face. They know where I work, what I look like, and my first and last name, which is incredibly unique. But to reiterate, I'm like 98% positive that this wasn't someone from your community. Just wanted to bring it to your attention. This is him, by the way, saying, like, I realize you're calling me out for, like, totally faking this right now. And so I'm going to make it so you don't feel like you have to actually prove that I'm lying or call me out on this, right? When he says, I'm 98% positive it wasn't somebody from your community, yeah, it's pretty obvious where he's going. Like, oh, you just called out my obvious bullshit. But, you know, I don't think it was anybody from your community. I don't think it was anyone at all. Some people have awareness and survival skill of a retarded goldfish. Okay, but you want to go make this claim on the internet. This isn't even just the survival instinct, right? It's not. It's you also want to make this claim on the internet. So save the evidence. And he's like, well, I think everybody would have just called me a liar anyway. Like, okay. As opposed to now, where we call you a liar and retarded. Okay. It's fucked up,
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Show the letter. Show it. Am I just supposed to believe people's words? Why am I supposed to just believe everything I see on the fucking internet? I don't. And again, if this happened, demonstrate to me why Queeman and JSTLK are responsible for this behavior. Because all you've done to demonstrate that is a clip where you think Queeman's dog whistling supporting your docs. We already went through that, and we showed like that was bullshit. So what else do you have? Anything? Anything else? Then, thanks for telling us, by the way. To my house, saying I defend Destiny because I want to rape my... This is just a schizo post. My wife and my patients. I'm gonna put an X to doubt on that one. And even if it did happen, right? Who's responsible for that? Who's responsible? WillyMacShow is genuinely, and anyone who watches this video and liked this video, by the way, what you are now doing, by the way, is you have now set the narrative that actually Hassan and Xanderhall were right. When Hassan and Xanderhall said that you have to police your chat and you have to be super cautious about what's going on in your own community, in your own chat, and that you're responsible for your own chat, what you're saying is they were right all along. If your chat's fucking racist or whatever, you're racist. If there's people doing bad things in your chat, you're doing those things. Or you're responsible for those things. I'm sorry. I was against that standard in 2020, and I'm against it now. I'm the only single person in this whole entire fucking story that's being consistent here. That's not letting myself go fucking crazy. Because the people in this story that are getting accused of all the crimes happen to also be people that I don't like. Willy.
What about the guy dog whistling that I'm a valid target and getting a dono saying they understand his orders?
Anything is justifiable against Destiny and the people who support him.
I don't think creators are responsible for every one of their unhinged viewers, but it is not normal for a community this small to have so much doxing coming out of it.
Oh, so Willy says, well, I don't think you're responsible for your own community. Then what are we saying?
I don't think you're responsible for your community, but also, like, also, it's not normal for this many doxers to come out of... What doxers? You still haven't shown any doxing coming out of these communities, you fucking retard.
On that one. And even if it did happen, right? Who's responsible for that?
What about the guy dog whistling that I'm a valid target and getting a dono saying they understand his order?
So he got a crazy dono. Somebody could donate right now and say some crazy shit. Somebody could donate right now and say, I'm gonna fucking rape someone or whatever. Am I responsible?
Anything is justifiable against Destiny and the people who support him.
I don't think...
Ooh, nice clip, by the way. Nice fucking clip, Champ. Where Queeman is clearly saying that that's what Destiny's position is. Not that he supports that standard of morality. But again, this is Willy's dishonest fucking editing right there.
Creators are responsible for every one of their unhinged viewers, but it is not...
I don't think creators are responsible for every one of their unhinged viewers. Then what are we arguing about?
Normal for a community this small to have so much doxing coming out of it.
Where is the doxing? It's not normal for a community this small to have so much doxing coming out of it. Where? You just said that Dan Saltman's been doxed. Me and my wife have been doxed. Fucking Dan Saltman's been doxed. Well, you know who else has been fucking doxed?
Wait, what?
Doxing coming out of it. Where? You just said that Dan Saltman's been doxed. Me and my wife have been doxed. Fucking Dan Saltman's been doxed.
Sorry. I just thought that was funny that he said Dan twice. Dan and his family apparently, what, Hutch? He like lists everybody got doxed.
Recently? JSTLK and Queeman.
Not true.
Is only one side of the equation here getting doxed? Or is everybody getting fucking doxed? Because everyone in this fucking story is a fucking maniac. There's certain parties that are responsible for the escalation in this Ethan Klein Destiny Hassan drama. Bad Empanada, certainly, is responsible. Bad Empanada and his community are responsible for escalating things. Destiny and his community are responsible for escalating things. And maybe you could make the argument Ethan Klein is as well, because he's been going after random Redditors and stuff like that. But at the very least, definitely Destiny and Bad Empanada And I guess also just random people on Kiwi Farms. I mean, Kiwi Farms is known for being a platform that hosts doxes. But even Kiwi Farms is not some sort of monolithic guy. Kiwi Farms is not some sort of, Kiwi Farms is not just one guy who has like just, it's a bunch of, it's an open forum that anyone can sign up for.
That is a cat, yeah.
And you're allowed to post whatever the fuck you want, and there's a culture that encourages you to post people's doxes and shit like that, right?
Dude, there's like so much more content for tonight too. Like after this, Jesus.
But Willie's
we're
been
like
sitting here telling me
we're almost 5 hours into the stream. We've still got like so much to go over.
Queeman and JSTLK. Well, he provides no evidence other than one person donated something, and apparently this guy that donated is like a known shit talker. It's like a fucking Lumpy Willie donated. You know what I mean? Fucking Lumpy Willie donated was like, well, I'm gonna dox this guy. It's like, you're probably talking shit, but either way, I'm not responsible for that, and I'm gonna disavow it, which is what fucking Queeman did.
I've made videos on communists, Nazis, misogynists, feminists, scammers, and traffickers. People with millions of followers, yet this tiny little community is where all this doxing takes place.
Willie, you are fucking retarded, bro. You made a video on the politics community. Don't you know how vicious political communities are on the fucking internet? Right wing or left wing, they dox. Everyone knows that. Willie's sitting here saying, I've gone after massively subscribed YouTubers and I've never gotten this level of treatment. Yeah, Willie, you stepped into a fucking giant, I don't even want to say culture war. I don't even know what to call it. You stepped into the Israel-Palestine political.
But also, why do we believe that this wasn't a lefty? Like, literally, you've got Bad Empanada's community right there who openly dox people, right? Who dox people who are pro-Israel, who are unapologetically pro-Israel. How in the fuck do you think that we're more likely to have done something here than those people? There's no evidence of us ever going to doxing people. There's a ton of evidence of us saying we disavow it. You have an actual culprit who's there, who's spreading the dox, and his community, who like do actually do this as a valid tactic. They think it's a valid tactic. Destiny and Dan are raising the temperature on all of this. Dan's doxing random fucking Twitter users for Ethan Klein. Why would you expect that you're not like included in that?
Oh, discourse, cancer.
By the way, you don't deserve to be. Nobody deserves to be. I'm just saying.
World. They dox. The right-wing doxes, the left-wing doxes. You have stepped into one of the most toxic, one of the most venomous fucking communities, and you're sitting here acting like you're surprised that they're this vicious. Did you not know that before you even got involved? Yeah, obviously, if you make a video about Jake Paul, you're probably not going to get doxed. But if you make a video about Bad Empanada, or you're involved in this fucking Palestine-Israel war, a conflict not just in real life, but on the internet that is so fucking vicious, you understand everyone on both sides is perfectly willing to, both sides want to literally kill each other. If you're super pro-Palestine and you see somebody that's like pro-Israel, you want to kill that person. That is the standard that has been set long ago. You are in one of the most toxic conversations that has ever taken place online. And you're acting surprised that, well, when I make a video about Logan Paul, I don't get doxxed, but when I make a video about these guys, damn, a bunch of shit happens. It must be Queeman and JSTLK's fault. No, you moron. Analyze the community that you're fucking in. These people are nuts. Everyone is nuts on both sides.
And it's just out of their...
Dude, he's literally sitting there in the Dalaban as they constantly repost doxes and going, guys, I don't know if we should be reposting doxes. And then he gets doxed and he's like, I think it's those guys who denounce doxing every single time it's come up. I think it's them. No, it's the enemies of the people you're hanging out with, obviously. Use your brain for 2 seconds.
Dude, they're obviously feeding into it, but Augie knows nothing. He can't even recite me goofing on them accurately. JSTLK has criticized that.
Okay. They're obviously feeding into it.
JSTLK and Queeman should have better when they get involved by being a DGG orbiter. This Nibba Burrito guy has said that Queeman was a huge Destiny sycophant before, by the way. Like, I actually think that this account might be ChatGPT. Like, maybe they figured out how to do this, right? Like, this is like crazy levels of illiteracy mixed with not understanding history or anything that's happened. He wasn't he? He was not. It's a funny meme, okay? It's a funny meme. When I go, Queeman's gonna beat me for DGG of the year or something. He was never, ever. No. Oh, sorry. He was a Destiny fan. He was never a Destiny fan while he was a streamer. He was a Destiny fan in like 2021. Sorry, he was a Destiny fan in 2021, but he was not an orbiter. He never went on stream or anything, as far as I know.
Sure, dude. I'll just take your word for it. Okay.
But Augie knows nothing. He can't even recite me goofing on them accurately. JSTLK has criticized Destiny for creating a metaphorical rape machine, partially because he had sex with BPD girls. Then when these girls call him out for being abusive, everyone thinks they're just crazy. JSTLK then had sex with the same BPD girl.
Everything Destiny's saying here is true. Actually, it's not true. Actually, everything Destiny's saying here is complete bullshit. Destiny says, and to think that this was the same guy,
Wait, he actually said it. Destiny tries to invalidate those people by weaponizing their mental illness against them, right? Despite entering the relationship knowing that they have this mental illness. That's just obviously true. Right? That's just obviously true. But he literally lays it out, and so he's going to show evidence of me doing that, right?
JSTLK Juice Sucker, who spent the last year saying having sex with mentally ill people equals rape. Crazy, huh? No, you retard. That was never the argument that you have sex with
using your public platform to try to invalidate these people?
Ill people. That means you're raping them by default. The argument is that you don't give a about their consent because you share their images, videos of them doing all kinds of sexual stuff. You'll share that with anyone.
No, Augie, JSTLK actually specifically said it's not about sharing images.
I think that the main talking point is that Destiny district.
No, Spectre, thank you for the 14 months. I'm not going to spend a lot of time explaining this.
And like, it's like a weird
I think that's not the main talking point. I think one of the a massive talking point here is the infinite rape machine, okay? How does the infinite rape machine work? It's a massive talking point. But you know, if you're a part of if you watch the Sunday video, it's not just about nudes, bro. It's about the system that let this happen for so long.
And what does...
Wait, is that a clip? I'm so confused. Is that a clip of JSTLK saying that Destiny's raping people only because he has sex with people that are mentally ill?
No.
What? Was that clip supposed to blow me out of the water? Your clip doesn't justify your argument, bro. The fuck?
Sunday said...
It doesn't even make sense. And he puts it together with the Sunday clip. Sunday is describing the same system and all the pieces that go into it, right? We're both describing the same system. And he like actually just goes and he's like, Sunday, as a part of a list of conditions for this thing to perpetuate for this long, right? One of them is that Destiny targets mentally ill people.
Part of the machine is Destiny targeting mentally ill women.
And the victims are also selected.
Yes, but it's a machine. It doesn't mean it's rape just because they're mentally ill. It's not. Nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying that. It's when you're going to use that mental illness to discredit them when they get mad at you, right? That Sunday makes that point, by the way, that you publicly use your platform to discredit these people because of the mental illness that you knew about before you engaged in the relationship.
Either for mental illness.
Sorry, just. And as soon as they do complain, yeah, you weaponize that mental illness against them.
Sunday say part of the machine is Destiny targeting mentally ill women.
And the victims are also selected, either for mental illness, allowing them to be easily construed as hysterical or deceptive when they complain about their treatment.
So when it leaks that JSTLK is having a secret relationship with the same BPD girl and she crashes out on him multiple times, it's funny. I'm giving him shit. I'm allowed to talk shit back to these people. I talked to Augie about the same exact thing a month ago and told him if you wanted to find...
Okay, hold on now. Obviously you're allowed to goof on JSTLK when Cherry's exploding on him and there's all this drama going on there, right? That's...
Nobody gets mad at that, man.
Fine. Does he think that I have an issue with him making fun of JSTLK or Queenan or fighting back in any sort of way? What? Of course not. What? No, the thing that I had an issue with specifically was you saying what Destiny was saying was correct, and what Destiny's saying wasn't correct. Because Destiny's acting like, wow, JSTLK said that I fucking rape girls because I have sex with people that are mentally ill. Again, you haven't supplied a clip saying that that's what JSTLK said. I mean, they certainly criticized Destiny for constantly going after these women, mentally ill women.
It's the rape machine. It's how you get away with mistreating people, right? Rape is not literal in this sense. I don't think even Sunday is arguing that Destiny is literally raping people. He's not holding people down and penetrating them against their will, right? There's just a lot of regret for them after. But I'm saying that the rape is colloquial here. It's like the infinite rape of people's brains, okay? The infinite, like, destroying of people. And then, when they do blow up on you for being mistreated badly, you go, oh, well, that person's just crazy. Well, that's just a crazy mentally ill whore. Well, that's just another crazy mentally ill whore. It's like the same argument I've been making, and everyone's been making since this shit first blew up, is, hey, it's literally the reason I told Willy that the Cherry stuff was important, because Destiny's going to try to slander all of these people as mentally ill whores. He's going to try to slander Pixie as a mentally ill whore, right? That's what he's going to try to do. He's going to do it repeatedly. What has he done since then? Constantly focusing on Pixie's suicidality. Constantly trying to paint Pixie as somebody who's like a total whore. Constant. Leaks sexual DMs with Cherry. Leaks all kinds of shit with Cherry, right? Trying to paint them as just mentally ill whores. We don't have to listen to them, guys. They're just like the rest. That's the machine. That's the system. That's the pattern. That's why you need to call that out. And if you don't call that out, like Willy Retard over here, you let more people get hurt. That's how it is, man.
But they weren't saying that he's automatically...
It's because they're invested in making Destiny look better. That's the only reason you would do this, is because you're invested in making Destiny look better. If you want to say that I look like a piece of shit, that's fine. You can say I look like a piece of shit. I don't care, okay? I don't care about the opinion of Willy Retard. He is a complete moron. His opinion means nothing to anybody who has any level of intelligence, okay? What I care about is, like, the total misconstruing and the equating of, like, my criticisms for Destiny and, like, things that I've done. I'm not a hypocrite on this thing, other than the e-dating thing. The e-dating thing, which is also not, like, a moral position, it's just me making fun of people. That's the only hypocrisy here. It's the e-dating thing. And that's just funny. If you find it anything more than
This is so
funny,
simple.
you're a retard.
How are we this stupid here? What the fuck are we saying?
You can just watch the ending to my second Destiny video, but he didn't watch it. He'd rather make stuff up. Bro, you're sitting at a computer right now. Feel free to use it. Augie ends this hour-long segment on me, summarizing that the only reason I'd be mad is because I'm stupid or because Destiny controls me.
I still stand by this, by the way.
Feeding into the narrative that got me doxxed in the first place.
It's hard to, like, feeding to the narrative that got me doxxed in the first place? Whoa! So now Willy's criticizing me for feeding into the narrative that got him doxxed. What? Dude, this is...
So this is the real thing they're doing here, right? They're going, hey, when you talk this way, that gets me doxxed. When you talk about how Destiny has habitually violated consent, that gets people around him doxxed. So you can't do that. Oh, can you show me evidence of, like, me talking like that getting people doxxed? Wait, people weren't getting doxxed before that and now they're getting doxxed? No, I didn't say that, and no, I don't have any evidence. Just stop saying bad things about me. No. No. Fuck you. Stop trying to hold a gun to my head and tell me, actually, for everybody's safety, you really need to stop talking about how Destiny violates women's consent. For everyone's safety, you need to do that. No, kill yourself. I'm not doing that. You can't threaten me to. Willy's doing the same thing here. For everyone's safety, I think you guys have to stop calling me a Destiny sweeper, because my wife got doxxed, actually. And that's your fault. Oh, can you show me any evidence of that? No, it was an anonymous account that posted the dox. And yeah, I do constantly post pro-Israel content, yeah. And yeah, there's a bad empanada guy who's aware of me, doxes people all the time, and amplified this. Yes, yeah, I'm aware that there are communities that actually dox, that I have proof of them doxing, that they happily dox. I understand that I've made enemies of those people too, but it's Queeman and JSTLK, because they say I'm a Destiny sweeper. Actually, that's what it is. Okay, dude. Okay,
so
dude.
schizophrenic, bro. I don't understand why he's posting this shit. I mean, the two options is literally just he's like brain dead retarded right now, or he's controlled opposition. Okay, I want to apologize right now to WillyMacShow. I didn't realize that me saying this exact thing in this clip right here led to him getting doxxed. My bad, bro. I didn't know I was doing that to you. Come on.
Really? That's all you could think of? Well, let me give you a third option. Our wedding is having to prepare for fake bomb threats, and my bride is worried about us and our family getting shot. Augie...
So? What does that do? What? And? What does that fucking prove? Let me give you a third option. Our wedding is getting fucking attacked, and my wife's about to get killed by Nazis or whatever. Okay. So that would tie into my first argument then, which is that you're retarded. Emotional, yes, but still retarded. I said he's either retarded or controlled opposition. WillyMacShow is like, his rebuttal to that is, dude, I was getting fucking attacked and I was fucking scared. Okay, so you were retarded then.
And also, if you're gonna do that, I was getting attacked and I was scared, then you have to come and apologize, right? You have to say, oh, my bad, guys. I freaked out. My bad. I'm sorry. I said some things that weren't true. You don't double down and post a video accusing Queeman's community of doxing, you retard. You don't get to play that card and also double down on the thing that you're trying to get the out on, right? You're trying to get an out for saying stupid shit while doubling down on it. How? How is that possible?
Maybe it's justifiable why you were being retarded because you just weren't thinking clearly. You weren't thinking straight, but that still doesn't... That just goes into my first option I gave, okay? And this guy's telling me to leave the internet, by the way? This guy picks a fight with the most toxic, the most cancerous corner of the internet, loses his fucking shit, but then tells me to leave. Okay?
He never once brings this up as a possibility for why I'm frustrated. It doesn't cross his mind. Seriously, if that's the extent of your analysis, you need to quit. In my last...
Second time, but yeah, there he goes again. You need to quit. You mad, bro? Are you mad?
Conversation with Augie, he told me a story...
Oh, here we go. Get a load of this. Get ready for WillyMac's final punishing blow.
Once brings this up as a possibility for why I'm frustrated. It doesn't cross his mind. Seriously, if that's the extent of your analysis, you need to quit. In my last conversation with Augie, he told me a story about how he quit drama for a year because a guy named Salvo was doxing and harassing him and his family. So where is that same sympathy when it's happening to me and my wife?
Wow.
That's like a crazy thing to leak out of nowhere.
So now WillyMacShow is just leaking conversations that we've had. Tipster says, hot pussy. Let me explain this conversation. Now, I'm not the type of guy that likes discussing private conversations like this. I think that that's pretty nasty. But WillyMacShow's opened up the floodgates here. Okay. You want to try to throw me under the bus? You know, I'll do the same thing to you. Do you know why this conversation took place? He's referencing a conversation a month ago that we had. A lot of people in my community were suggesting that I should host a debate between Queeman and WillyMacShow. So I called WillyMacShow, half just kind of just, you know, talk shit with them, just see what's going on. I was kind of bored or whatever. I just wanted to, like...
Fuck. I'm like...
but also half to propose...
I'm like thinking of some other stuff in the background. I'm getting like super annoyed with this whole thing. At what point do I feel compelled when I keep getting blamed, or when Queeman keeps getting blamed? At what point is it like no longer, and the people who got doxxed are going, yeah, this Queeman and JSTLK guy seems like they're doxing people. At what point am I allowed to just go and compile all of the people who have gotten doxxed in that thread and say, here's all the people who got doxxed before this, and now here are the people who are going to get doxxed after, or here are the people who got doxxed after. and like just differentiate and show like, here are the people you could possibly blame me for. If you're not on this list, shut the fuck up. Sorry, I'm like getting super fucking annoyed with just like the idea that I'm gonna get blamed for these doxes that happened when I was still a friend of Destiny's community. Like it's just crazy that like Destiny had an unhinged stalker. It was why he stopped like letting women walk by his fucking room or whatever. It's why he put that curtain up and shit. And then I'm gonna get blamed for that. Like fuck you, actually.
This debate to him, right?
And I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to go through and say, hey, I didn't dox these people. These people were doxed before. I don't want to have to do that. But literally the people who were doxed before are coming out and just like blaming me. Coming out leaning on that. That's fucking insane. Hey, Marty Epstein, thanks for the gifted sub, buddy. Let's not forget Tessie had plans to kill a child. I'm just saying that, like, I feel like I'm going to reach out to some of these people privately and just be like, hey, I feel like I'm compelled to go and, like, show this evidence now. If you guys are going to lean into this, if you're not going to call Destiny out at all, I'm going to have to go and say, here are the people that this happened to before I was involved. Because I'm sorry, you can call this guy out, or I can go and, like, compile this list and post it. I'm probably not going to do that, but that's how I feel, okay? I'm venting. I'm probably not going to do that. But it's like, unfortunately, if people just keep lying, like if you guys want to lie and blame me for this, then I might as well absolve myself by at worst doing the thing you're already accusing me of.
And so I proposed this debate idea, not thinking that, he's going to go along with it, right? I proposed this debate.
What is the Steelman for why people so regularly accuse this and Queen's community of doxing? Because it's like there's not even really a great Steelman. It's like this community doesn't like Destiny. This community was probably Destiny's like biggest fan community, okay? And then this stuff dropped, and this community turned on Destiny. And for a long time, like anytime Destiny talked about this community or talked about me, people would just say like somewhat unhinged shit, like talk about how his dick is gross or other shit. We had memes that were like making fun of his stupid like phimosis dick and shit. And yeah, that happened for a little bit, and I can understand why that would be upsetting to him. We talked a lot of shit. But it wasn't doxing, right? And so because there's like overlap, and some people, because like my memes that happen on my stream or Queeman's stream end up on Kiwi Farms, and they like re-say them, right? He feels like he can say, well, you guys say jokes that are on Kiwi Farms because we made them, right? And that's proof that you guys are like coordinating with these people. I honestly can't even do a Steelman. It's like actually difficult for me to do a Steelman on why he would say we're doxing people. And I believe if he had any evidence of it, he would have posted it. The evidence that he posts is these guys really don't like me. Yeah, nobody's denied that we really don't like you. Anyway, continue.
Idea to him, and he starts rattling off at like 1,000 fucking words per minute about how much JSTLK and Queeman have just been complete pricks to him, how their communities have been cancerous, how everything has just been so terrible, they're dishonest, they're liars, blah, 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 blah. And so I'm sitting there saying, I'm like, okay, I know what it's like. I've dealt with communities attacking me before, right? And I mentioned that. Pretty sure I didn't tell him that that's why I left YouTube, because that doesn't even make any sense, right? When was Salvo going after me? Like September 2022? And when did I leave? Like a year later? Didn't I start a whole daily show on Red Fox Comms 6 months after that? Why would I have wanted to let the internet? But
like, yeah, so Destiny's been using the H3 thing, a lot of the arguments about the H3 snark people, to like go after my community. And like some of his evidence is like people posted a picture of him out for a walk with the cat and were like, look at this guy, he's got like no testosterone, he can't even hold on to that cat. That's like the level of comment that he's like, this is totally unhinged and insane. Honestly, the person who talked the most vile shit, the worst shit was Kelly, and she's not around anymore. And Destiny doesn't even get mad at Kelly. He's not even mad at her. He's not targeting her in any way, right? But like, that's the person who said the most unhinged shit about him. That's what's funny to me, is it's so clearly disingenuous just in his criticisms of my community that he like totally gave Kelly a pass because she doesn't like me now.
Wrote it out for a year, and it also started a brand new show in that same amount of time. But then a year later, when nothing's going on, nothing's happening, that's when I decided, well, fuck this, I can't handle what happened a year ago. Really? Obviously, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
We're never bringing back Kelly. We're good.
Right? The reason why I left is very simple. I was just bored of this shit. And I wanted to work on other things. So that's pretty much it, right? And obviously, there's other factors that contributed to it. One of those being, which was a point that I was making, was that, when you're on the internet, when you're a commentator, there are cancerous elements to it, like people attacking you and stuff like that.
You didn't hear that before. I literally never said that before. I literally never would have said that before. It's like a totally different personal thing now.
Attacking your family and things like that. So I for sure mentioned that to him. But not in like, this is why I left. And here's the thing too, right? I didn't record that call, so I can't even prove this to you guys, right? But do you know who thought that I was recording that fucking call? Willy. Because I'm sitting here relating to him. I'm saying like, hey dude, like, you know, I get it. I've had communities attack me before. It sucks. I'm telling him this so that he understands that I know where he's coming from. But as he's telling me more and more about what Queeman and JSTLK have been doing to him, I start pushing back because I want to hear more about that. As soon as I start pushing back, he gets nervous all of a sudden. He's like, dude, are you just farming me? Are you just recording me? And I'm like, what the fuck? I immediately start screen sharing my desktop window, and I flip my camera on and stuff like that.
Wait. Screen sharing. Okay. Because when he was on Chud, Augie said, oh, well, I turned my camera on and said I'm not recording it. I'm like, wait, what? How did that give him, like, any peace? But he
just to prove that I'm not recording it. But I'm like, dude, I'm your fucking friend. I'm not going to record you. The hell? What do you think? I'm, like, taping you to give it to Queeman tomorrow so that he can go over it on stream? But that's the level of paranoia that we're dealing with here. Even when I'm talking in private and Willy is privately expressing to me how much Queeman and JSTLK have run a train on him mentally, even in that moment.
Oh, that's fucked up. Did you hear that? Apparently, me and Queeman are brutally double penetrating this guy's brain. Obviously, this is a joke. This is totally fake. It would be maybe the gayest. It would basically just, his brain is so tiny, it would basically just be doxing to try to double penetrate it, okay? Like, it would be fucked up. It would be the most gay act you could do, all right? It's so small, it would just be docking, okay? No, thank you. No,
he
thank
thinks
you.
That I'm out to get him at the same time. You know, he thinks that I might be after him or something like that. And I gotta be honest, too. So Chud Logic had me on a show this morning, right? Chud Logic had me on a show this morning, and Chud mentioned on stream that he's like, hey, Augie, I messaged you. I checked my Discord, right? I didn't see any messages from Chud. And then I realized, oh, he's probably messaging my old Discord account, because I have 2 Discord accounts, right? He's probably messaging my old one, the AugieRFC account. So I...
He said, Ryle deleted his YouTube. Is that true? I hope not. But, you know, people go super unhinged. I really hope not. No, his YouTube's not deleted. I don't know why Dusty would have said that. I don't know if he's posted in a little bit, but, yeah. Anyway, we continue.
I log into that account.
Sorry, I gotta get through this because Augie said he'd call in once I'm done. I'm only gonna go to the end of the Willy segment here. I'm not gonna go to all the bad empanada shit.
So that I can respond to Chud and I can go onto his show. As I log into that account, I see a misread DM from WillyMacShow. And he had messaged me a day before I went live. He messaged me a day before I went live, asking if he wanted to play video games with me. And I'm sitting there going, I'm like, oh man, dude, I missed that DM. What would have happened, most likely, if I was like using that Discord account, I would have seen that DM, we would have called each other, played some video games, and I might have mentioned like what was going on with his Twitter account. I might have disagreed with him.
What could have been,
right?
What could have been,
my
guys?
stream that I did the next day probably would not have been as hard, just naturally. And people are gonna say, oh, it's balls real, balls speaking. Look, as human beings, of course, if I have like a conversation with somebody and I talk to them, I'm most likely not gonna be as harsh towards them as I would if I didn't have that conversation, clearly, right? But here's what I'm thinking. This is what I'm getting down to, right? I think WillyMacShow, this is just me speculating. I think he assumed, he probably saw I was online on Steam and playing games, and I was just blowing him off, right? Not knowing that I just didn't use that Discord account. I think that he thinks that I was blowing him off, and then he sees the next day I do a stream shitting on him, and in his mind, he probably at that point was like, this guy's a piece of shit, he's after me. And that's why he's calling me bad faith in this video. That's what I honestly believe.
What I really think is disgusting here on Augie's part is that he pretends he doesn't have that Discord account at all. He pretends he's not on that Discord account, all right? He gaslights WillyMac and says, oh, I didn't have access to it, while playing Steam games the whole time to make sure Willy knows that he's on his computer, he could talk, he could play games with you. Maybe he was even playing like Battlefield or something, some multiplayer game, just to let Willy know how fucked up the mind of Augie is, okay? Augie's just like torturing him. And then Augie goes live the next day, fires up the stream and is like, we're gonna blow WillyMac the fuck up today. Fuck this loser. Oh.
I honestly believe that because I blew him off and didn't play video games with him the day before, and then the next day I happened to go live shitting on him and his takes, he probably thought that I was ignoring him the previous day because I had already made the decision in my own mind that WillyMacShow is cancer and I'm after him. I actually believe that's what happened, and maybe I'm wrong, okay? I'm purely speculating here. But that honestly makes the most amount of sense to me right now. I think that's what happened. Because you notice in this video, he calls me bad faith. He says I'm a piece of shit and stuff like that. He went hard as fuck, and it was personal, right? Even this point he's making right now is a personal attack that he's making against me. And so I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, damn, like, WillyMacShow really... I know obviously I shit-talked him on my stream, but I didn't think that what I did warranted this, right? I think that he thinks that I, like, turn-toted him or something, and that's why he decided to just let it all out there. I think that's honestly what happened. This whole thing was a major misunderstanding that could have been resolved. But instead, now it's escalated to this. But you know what? I said this on...
That not JSTLK account is there. Apparently they're gonna post segments, right? So we'll see how it goes with the not JSTLK account. Not underscore JSTLK. I don't know who this is, by the way. I literally don't know who this person is. I think it's not underscore JSTLK like this. Yeah, I don't know who this is. But apparently they're posting like YouTube videos or something. I don't know if it's Ryle or what the fuck's going on. I don't know who it is. They want to try doing it. I said, listen, you want to post videos and collect all the revenue, you go ahead. No, Ryle's not gone. I don't think Ryle's gone anywhere. That account started. I don't know who that account is.
Tried Logic stream, and I am gonna say it now. I'm glad it happened this way, because I really got to see WillyMacShow's true nature here. I mean, this video was malicious. It was an attack. He does lie in this video. He maliciously reframes all of my arguments. He's acting like I have no... He outright says, dude, you told me Savo went after your mom, and you had no sympathy for when I got doxxed? I absolutely had fucking sympathy. The fuck? But he assumes that I didn't. Probably because he thinks that I'm just willing to buddy up and ally with the other team. The team that's going after him and giving him a hard time. No! I just look at people fairly and objectively with...
About the... I assume his Twitter was getting, like, totally brigaded. Like, mine is, like, Queeman's is, like, everybody's is. I assume he's just getting, like, totally brigaded, and it's, like... demotivating. You don't really want to be on that Twitter anymore, so...
With my own eyes. If you have a...
Also, Ryle doesn't have to go on streams or anything. Like, he just clips, right? So, like, technically, he could just make a new name and come back as somebody else. For all I know, he's that not JSTLK guy. I have no
negative
fucking
opinion
idea.
of somebody that I'm talking to. I'll hear you out. I'll listen to you. But I'm not going to just form my own opinions around somebody based solely off of what somebody else is fucking telling me. When I see the abhorrent behavior from Queeman and JSTLK's community, I'll talk about it. I'll call it out. I'll be like, what the fuck are we doing here? I honestly have not seen that. And this video has not convinced me otherwise. So I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
He shares the same empathy meter with Ian.
You know, my empathy meter's only maybe...
Haha, I meme.
The guy named Salvo was doxing and harassing him and his family. So where is that same sympathy when it's happening to me and my wife? He shares the same empathy meter with Ian.
You know, does he really believe that I was cool with this or that I didn't care? Does he really believe I didn't give a fuck that he got doxxed? I did. Now, I didn't DM him about it, but it's like, the fuck? Like, you know, I didn't know I had to express that I'm anti-doxing again. Should I have sent him a fucking DM? Are we back with Boblack's territory? You didn't DM me enough, dude. Sorry, bro. I'm not good at DMing people, I'll admit. But fuck.
My empathy meter's only maybe like a quarter of the way filled up.
The most reassuring news I got was when my wedding planner told me that she talked to the venue and they told her that the riffraff doesn't bother them because they've done celebrity weddings and that they're in a Jewish neighborhood. So they're used to getting calls like this. In one sense, very reassuring because it means our venue wasn't spooked, and in another sense, very depressing because it means people are just calling and harassing this place because they're in a Jewish neighborhood. I don't know what should happen when it comes to Destiny or Snark community doxing each other and others, but what I do know is Bad Empanada needs to be banned. He non-stop slanders people, doxes people, and harasses them.
I don't know what should happen to Destiny or the Star community doxing each other. But Bad
Okay,
Empanada
we're
for sure is
back.
back. Why aren't they all bad then?
Recently swatted Kraut by falsely reporting them to the Austrian police for hacking his alt Twitter accounts. I don't think they were ever hacked at all.
He accuses me of hacking. Bad Empanada accuses me of hacking. Specifically, he accuses me of hacking 15 of his banned Twitter accounts.
His evidence of Kraut hacking him comes from a tweet where Kraut says he's archiving his accounts. That's literally it.
This here is the central claim. He claims, I got illegal access to 15 of his 22 temporarily...
All right. That's the segment he did on me. Now, I mean, I said I'd watch this whole thing. We can watch it if you guys want. Most of the rest of this video, I think I'm just going to agree with him on. I mean, he's going to shit on Bad Empanada some more. He's going to shit on Hassan some more. I agree with that. I mean...
Okay, I'm gonna shoot
I don't think this part is super relevant to me. I agree with it. You know, I'll just flat out say, anything that happens for the rest of this video, I endorse.
All right.
You know?
Okay, we're basically done with those. We'll take a quick second here. Dude, the Anna Kasparian tweet is fucking hilarious.
His name is JSTLK, but nobody knows how to spell it. Hey, JSTLK. Oh, how do we spell it? JSTLK. It's like a secret language.